What is up, everybody? We got some Monday Night Football action, and we start as the kickoff is here. And it's going to be 5, 10, 15. He's to the 20. He's trying to make it around the corner, and he's going to 25, 30, and he's going to be out of bounds. Past the 30-yard line, but I appreciate anyone tuning in. We got Monday Night Football. Big shout to Quick Trip. Big shout to Nicolay Law being great sponsors. But we have an early Monday Night Football game, which I did not know about. I was in nap mode. Realized there's a Monday football game at 6. So I think this is a better game, though, from the Monday Night Football games. I think it's the Chargers in the next game. But here we go. We're going to have Stroud over here. First down and 10 to start this thing off. He's going to be under center. And he's going to be looking to throw left. And he does. That's going to be incomplete off the fingertips. Be sure to hammer the chat. Be part of the conversation. Let's have a good time tonight. Texans offense. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know much about the Texans. Here we go. We're gonna have Stroud's gonna be in shotgun, a man to his left. All right, Stroud's back. That throw, quick pass, middle of the field, and that's gonna be just short of a first down, I think. Yo, what's up, lady? How we doing today? Monday Night Football. All right. Just keep yelling Monday Night Football the whole. Hey, what do you guys think about my new scoreboard? Mr. Producer Man made me a scoreboard. Big shout out. We call him Vince. Yeah, we got that. We rocking that Monday Night Football or that Victory Monday merch. Victory Monday, baby. Here we go. Stroud's gonna be under center. Just about midfield, you know, already. So we're going to run up the middle. He's trying to get that first down. I don't know. Let's see what they're going to say. Very close. It is. First down, baby. First down for the Houston Texans. Midfield. You know, right? Let's drive, keeping them moving right along, you know what I mean? Vince is the man, you know what I mean? Shit, get! Not yet. Excuse me. Look at those colors getting all fancy up here, you know what I mean? That scoreboard, this is like better than one on TV right here. Stroud's going to hand this thing off. Straight at the middle, and nothing there. Going to be a loss of a few yards. I am interested to see the Bucs because obviously the Bucs being in the NFC, Bucs are a team people are going to be talking about. I fear no team, though. I fear no NFC team. It is good to see the competition, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was some good defense right there. Second down and 12. Stroud's going to begin shotgun. Back to throw. He's got pressure right away. Gets that screen off. And he's got a blocker. That's going to be a first down at the 40, 35. Cuts it in 30. Inside the 30-yard line. Big time play right there, baby. Chubb gets it done. Go Bucs. That is. I mean, the Bucs are a team that I don't know. Let me ruin for them, but because the NFC, we'll see what happens. But I think the Bucs are a pretty good team. Yeah, dude, check out these graphics right here, baby. I got someone who knows what's going on help me now, you know? First down and 10. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're inside the 30. He's back to throw. Clean pocket. Thrown towards the end zone. Does he have his man? I don't know. Touchdown, Texans, baby! Oh my goodness, that was a ridiculous catch. Kind of toe tap that thing. Watching the replay here. Did he get both feet in? I'm not sure. He did, dude. That's nasty, dude. That's one of the greatest catches that you're gonna see. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but that toe tap for that right foot to get that down while catching the ball is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. What a play. I actually heard my wife yelling about it before I did, I think. Yeah, they're going to look at this thing because it's a scoring play. They're going to double check. But this was a freakish thing, dude. Yeah, that was like, what a throw. He dropped that thing right there. They're saying his shin touched the ground. No, I don't think so. I do think it's funny, like, when they talk about, like, when they're challenging stuff like that, and they'll be like, the shin touched the ground before the knee. I'm like, bro, if my shin touches the ground before my knee, my leg is broke, dude. Like, what's going on? Why are they so flexible? But they're going to go to commercial here, but we're going to stay hanging out. Yeah, that was a beautiful thing right there. Hey, that's a first. Usually you spoil it all the game for me, you know what I mean? Yeah, usually I'm a little bit ahead down here in the basement. But we're going to see, dude. Let me know in the chat. You think it's a touchdown? I think, to me, it's just pretty obviously a touchdown. But we're going to see. And that was just a nasty catch, dude. You're going to see that thing all over social media tomorrow. That's what it is. Like, after football, my Instagram feed is just all the plays from all around the league. It's like a mini red zone because I follow so many, like, sports pages. And it's just all the great plays. Like, I don't need Sports Center. Well, one of those is our Sports Center. All right. First beer over here, Monday Night Football. Wasn't going to drink, but I thought, dude, watching Monday Night Football with you great people, might have a couple. Oh, yeah, we got some merch over here, you know what I mean? Thank you, Jerry, dude. It's available now, dude. People are buying them. You order them really quick, dude. You're going to get them if you're going to that Dallas game. That would be awesome, dude. Take pictures. If you're in Dallas and you're wearing that Thanks Jerry merch, dude, take a picture. I want to repost those. I think that would be hilarious. If you can get a picture with Jerry Jones while you're wearing it, bonus points. No, if you get a picture with Jerry Jones in the merch, dude, then I will hook you up with some stuff. What we got? Oh, I think new show should be Peyton and Eli and Matt, dude. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Despite the loss, I think the division is still cookies. Despite the loss, for who? I'm not sure you're talking about. Packers didn't lose. No, I'm not really sure. But okay, they're coming back over here. There was another catch like this yesterday where they brought up the shin equals 2 feet. Yeah, it's always funny when they say that because yeah, that's shin. I don't know. So it's staying a touchdown, I think, right? Oh, okay, yeah, for Minnesota, I get. Oh, yeah, I should have known right there with the graphic. Yeah, I think the Vikings. I mean, I think McCarthy got hurt, so I don't know all the deets with that, but I think the Vikings they have a good roster, like they can win some games, but we will see. All right, so now we're gonna have the extra point over here, as that was confirmed, and it's up. It is good, baby. So the Houston Texans take the lead 7-0 over here. And check out that graphic right there. Ooh, hitting the Clinton Dix right there. Hey, what's up, Joseph? How you doing tonight? Happy Victory Monday if you're a cheesehead, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's on this replay again, dude. That was just a perfect throw, too. I talk about the catch, but that throw was nasty. That throw was right where it needed to be. Yeah, that little toe tapper, though, dude. I just read Aaron Jones will be out next week with a hammy issue. Yeah, and I just saw that McCarthy's hurt. I didn't see the Aaron Jones part, so that's no good. Oh, Lions all the way. All right. But you still got a victory Monday. You know what I mean? Beat up on the Bears, which I expected the Lions to beat up on the Bears. I said that the Lions are going to totally dominate the Bears because, good teams when they lose, especially like week one against a rival, like they're playing angry, dude. Here comes the kickoff, and we're gonna have no return. It's gonna be a touchback. Did you just say hit you in the Clinton dicks? I did not say that, lady. This is a family show. Are the Bears XFL bound? They should be relegated to being in the basement too long. JJ has a high ankle sprain. All right. I didn't see that. After work, I took a nap. Kevin O'Connell can carry the offense still. Yeah, I think he's a good coach. He's one of those coaches that stays calm all the time, I feel like. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? Having a good time? It's Monday Night Football. First down and 10. 11:53 to go in the first quarter. And here we go. Let's see what Baker Mayfield has over here. He's a guy I like to watch. He seems like a fun dude. Here we go, out of shotgun. Back to throw. Always scrambling right, Nothing there. He's got pressure. He's going to have to throw this thing away. Are you one of the Manning triplets? No, I wish, dude. They all got back, dude. Let me get into that family. Adopt me. And they all have talent, you know what I mean? The Bears need new ownership. Yeah, I've been circling around some Bears pages, and that's what kind of a lot of Bears fans are saying. Like, they don't like the ownership, and there's some controversies and there's some conspiracy theories even, you know what I mean? They ain't trading Willis, are they? Ooh, that's a good point. We'll talk about that. Second down and 10. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to hand this thing off out of shotgun up the middle, and that's going to be about 4 yards. But the report is that Malik Willis, the Bengals, who lost Joe Burrow for 3 months to an injury, they offered the Packers a trade. Now, there's rumors on Twitter, and I wouldn't be surprised. Malik Willis is like one of the better backups in the league. But then I saw someone else talking about, like, no one's offered more than a fourth or something. I don't you don't know what's real, what's not. I don't see the Packers moving him unless it's a decent amount of a fair amount of value, because especially Jordan Love's got that left thumb thing, which I don't think is an issue. But here we go, Baker Mayfield from shotgun, man to his left. He's back to throw on 3rd and 6, middle of the field. That's going to be a first down. First down for the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Aaron, literally, I highly doubt it. Oh, yeah. I don't think, I think I said that name wrong, too. But here we go. Oh, yeah, so that's a good point. We worked out, they did work out a quarterback. But, I mean, I think they kind of do that when they work out wide receivers because they have them work out together. But it is something to think about. We have shotgun. He's back that throw. Stays in the pocket, throws it deep, middle of the field, and that's going to be almost intercepted. That was just a little bit short. But, yeah, I mean, he could be traded because with the Packers trading for Parsons, they're going to want to try to make up some of those picks. And I don't mean that they're going to get first-round picks, but they're going to want to add more picks throughout, especially the first 3 rounds. I mean, maybe in first 4 rounds. So that's what the Packers do. They're going to try to stack a few picks in there later. Malik Willis could be traded, but I don't think they're going to trade him if they're not given a fair trade offer. Like, they're not just going to move him for a fourth. I don't think a fourth. I don't think you move one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league for a fourth. Here we go. They're going to have split backs over here. Shotgun, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw, and that's going to be completed for another first down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There we go. And they're going right down the field here. Let's have ourselves a good ball game here after watching that thing last night. Yeah, this Tampa Bay team, I think they were in the playoffs last year, right? I'm pretty positive they were. Baker Mayfield was doing his thing. So they're a team to watch for. He got rocked when he caught that thing. First down and 10 here. Ball, 41-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he's got room, and he's going to get about 6, maybe even 7 yards on that thing. Look, we're even live on Kick right now. Let's see who's watching. No one's watching on Kick, but the option is there. It's there. It's on Threads, too. But if a live stream is on a platform and no one's watching, is it really there? No one knows. Here we go, 2nd down and 4. 9:16 to go in the first quarter. Bucky Irving last season. Dude, I think that's my running back in fantasy. We're going to need to run this rock a little bit, Mayfield. He's back to throw out a shotgun. He's rolling right. I think he's going to scamper. No, he's not. Completed first down. Out of bounds. He could have ran for that thing, too. Throws it. What a beautiful thing. We know. See, I already forgot what I said. I don't even know what you're talking about. That was a good route by that wide receiver right there. Kind of tucked it in at the end. Got in front of him. Made a easy pass for Mayfield. Beautiful thing right there. First down and 10. 8:32 to go in the first quarter. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Play clock's down. He's got the ball. Throws it left side down the sideline. That's going to be completed, but there's a flag on the play. But also, that was Evans right there. Oh, it's going to be pass interference on offense, dude. Oh, yeah, he pushed him. He's like, get out of here, boy. I'm going to catch this thing real quick one time. Yeah, that's going back. Mike Evans. Yeah, he should have pushed him in the back. All right, here we go. 8:14 to go in the first quarter. First down and 20 now. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's going to hand it off. He's going to run right side. He's going to have a little bit of blockers there. He's got room to the 20-yard line. I think in a 10. I think it's second down, but did he get it? Go, Pat, go. You know what I mean? So that's second and 10. Oh, yeah, because there was a big first down. All right, my fault. I forget my memory. I forget about stuff. Comments are definitely working tonight. How we doing? Thanks for popping in here. Second down and 10. Would you rather play football for Michigan or Ohio State? Dude, that's I don't know. I'm going to say neither, you know what I mean? Here we go out of shotgun. Baker Mayfield. He's looking. He's got time. Throws it towards the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nice play. This Tampa Bay offense is coming to play tonight. That was indeed a nice throw. 7:12 to go in this first quarter. 20-yard touchdown. Ryan Miller. The most basic name you can have. What's up, Karen? How you doing? Hi, Matt. Checking in. Go, Pat, go. Yep, there we go. Victory Monday. We're celebrating Victory Monday still. Even though the Packers play on Thursday, you can still celebrate. You can celebrate Victory Friday and Victory Monday. Here we go. Extra point. Is good. A little bit ahead of me on that one. Here we go. Baker Mayfield. All right, I'm going to step away here for a second. 7-7. We got ourselves a ball game, people. We'll be back after this.
Hi. Have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Whew. Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
All righty, all righty. I'm going to try to do something. I always forget this. There we go. I'm turning ads off on YouTube. I don't like to have ads on for live streams, but I always forget to turn it off. It's automatically on. But anyways, here we go. How's Bucky Irvin doing? He's on my fantasy team. First of all, he's on my fantasy team too, so let me open that real quick on my phone. We're going to watch him together, you know what I mean? Hope you're reading your text and fixing the ads during the break. I read my text. Here we go. Halfway to the point total from last night in 8 minutes. For real, dude. We got ourselves a ball game over here. Nice little start to this game. But Bucky Irvin in my league, he has 2 carries, 16 yards right now. I got 1.60 points. I'm on a sleeper. I think that's the app. Here we go. 7:12 to go in the first quarter. Dude, it always makes me laugh, like when the players are like on the field, they're all like beating the crap out of each other. Then they go to the sideline to sit on the bench and they're just like all calm. It's always funny to me. Here comes the kickoff. It's going to be short. We're going to have ourselves a return from the 10, but the 8-yard line he starts. He's at the 20. He's trying to cut this thing out the middle. 25. He bounces off a guy. Now he's trying to get around the corner. He's at the 35. He gets knocked out of bounds. Nice return for the Texans, dude. We might have ourselves a whole shootout right here. I feel like both these teams are ready to roll. There we go. Yeah. Baker Mayfield on the sideline. They're breaking stuff down for the next drive already. Here we go. 1st and 10. Stroud's going to be under center. He's going to play action. He's rolling right. And he's got some room if he wants to run or throw. There's a flag on the play, so I assume it's coming back for holding. Short run. He runs out of bounds. Now, I've actually haven't drank any Spotted Cow in a little bit, but Spotted Cow is, it's a fine, tasty beer. No, hold it on the defense. Do you think the Bears should change their logo on the helmet? Just a big L? No, I don't think so. First down and 10. 6:48 to go in the first quarter. Here we go. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Let's get some, do something right here. We got to run up the middle, and that's going to be about 3 yards. I'm trying to watch to see if anyone watches on Kick. I usually don't live stream there. That's kind of like Twitch. But I seen it as an option. I'm like, let's go there too. You know what I mean? 2nd down and 6. Here we go. Stroud's going to be in shotgun about the 44-yard line. He's back to throw. And he's going to toss this thing left side to his running back, I think. And at the first down, he's going scrambling down the sideline inside the 20-yard line before he comes down. And the Texans, dude, their offense is getting after it too. Ever have an Easy Eddie? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had one of those. I'm not sure I think I heard of it, but I don't think I've had it. This was a nice play right here. Dude, right down the old sidelines. Turnovers are going to be huge with this game. Yeah, I think so. Could be the team who doesn't turn the ball over wins or turns the ball over less. But it seems like both of these teams are pretty efficient right now. Stroud's going to be handing this thing off up the middle. He's got room, and he's going to be down to about the 10-yard line. 2nd down. Yeah, they're going right. Dude, I don't know. This defense doesn't look very spectacular right now. That's what you wonder. Is it the defense being bad or is it the offense being that great? If it's my team, it's always, my team. 2nd and 2. 7 rushes, 27 yards for Nick Chubb over here. Stroud's going to be under center. He's got a man in motion. They're going to try to run this thing. And he's going to have the first down to about the 6-yard line right there. That's the wrong one. Oh, no, it's not. You were right. You must be watching, too. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's coming back on a hold. Producer knew it before I did. That's awesome. Go, Pat, go. What's up, Garrett? How we doing tonight? 2nd down and 12 now. 4:34 in the first quarter. So here we go. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. I'm thinking this is going to be a pass play right here. 2nd and 12. They're going to need to get some of that yards back, baby. And he's back to throw. He's going to have a little bit of pressure, not much, but that's going to be a 2-yard pass. Everyone is ahead of you tonight. You know what I mean? 3rd down and 9. Stroud is 5 for 6, 105 yards and a touchdown. That's not bad for the first quarter, 3:46 still to go. Third down and 9. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back that throw. He's got time. He's thrown it towards the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. That was overthrown. I thought I heard a whistle, but I don't think I did. Like halfway through that play, but I don't know. It's 4th down and 9, though. Yeah, so they shut it down, dude. Penalties are killers. That's how drives get killed right there, dude. When you have a penalty, you're down here, you're moving, get a penalty, now you're in a 1st or 2nd, whatever, and long, and you just can't get it. What's up, Erica? How you doing today? Go, Pat, go. Happy Victory Monday. Here comes a 35-yard field goal attempt. It's up. It is good. That graphic's hilarious to me. So here we go, the 10-7 Texans. Over Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is it me, or it seems like there's so many commercials on football these days? I mean, obviously after a score they go to commercial, but like it feels like we're like always at commercial. But while we're talking over here rambling, check out my podcast. Audio version, we're going to have a lot of different podcasts this season. So head over to thematramage.com. You can find my podcast there. You can get the QR code. You can tap the links in all of my social media places. Subscribe to the Matt Ramage Show. Spotify, Apple, Google, all the places that people listen to podcasts. And we're going to have some good ones this year. You know what I mean? I'll be recording one tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but we're going to be live Monday through Friday, every day. Like tomorrow will be 7:30, Wednesday will be 7:30, Thursday I'll do Thursday Night Football, and Friday 7:30. And Friday night streams, I think I'm going to try to do like some type of game with the chat, with everyone who's watching, and then just screw around. Have Friday, it's going to be like, party time, you know what I mean? But we're going to think of some good stuff. Hey, Matt, the Bears are terrible. Dude, they are, dude. And it's so crazy to me that every offseason that they do this, they get all wound up how great they're going to be, and then it's just not. They just suck. They got 52 points put up on them. Like, horrible. And, like, they're Ben Johnson, their coach, all that talk he had about LaFleur, like, oh, I can't wait to beat him, whatever, every year, and, like, all this. And there's a lot of comments he made going in, like, almost guaranteed a victory over the Lions. He just talks, and then they just get smoked, and then he's just like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, I don't know how you could be cocky being a Bears coach. They've historically suck. Every year, they get worse. You know what I mean?
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
That's my good dance right there, dude. I got those moves, baby. Off-season chance, 15 years running minimum. Yeah, dude, it's every year. It's crazy. People make fun of the Cowboys because they always like, this is our year. But a lot of times, that's just kind of made up. It's just like the media and everything is jacking them up. But the Bears fans, man, they're always, dude. You got tweets every season. Every time they hire a new coach. They're like on a wheel, like every 3 years the same thing happens. Booker T over here on the screen. All right, here we go. We're going to be back here. The kickoff. 3:25 to go in the first quarter. And there's going to be another return over here from the 5. He's at the 15, 20. He's trying to find a spot. He does not. He gets rocked. But the 23-yard line, he hit a wall. 17-yard return, though. I'll just copy everything they say on TV. Ooh, that was helmet to helmet a little bit. On second look. Here we go, first down and 10. Let's see what the Baker Mayfield-led offense can do. I think they should have run the ball to Irvin, you know what I mean, every play. Here we go, Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. Irvin's to his left. He's back to throw. Quick pass right side. That's going to be completed to Mike Evans. For not knowing a lot about the Bucs, I kind of know a lot about the Bucs. A little bit. Well, not a lot, but enough. More than I thought. I don't really think about the Bucs too much. Second down and 4. That's what's cool about doing these streams, too. You get more of, watching these types of, these different games. Like, I always watch games, but, when you're watching a game, like, late on your couch or whatever, you're, like, half paying attention. You're, like, Second down and 4 over here, and they're going to be under center. Okay, now's a good spot to run the ball. Irving, let him break one for a big old touchdown. Here we go. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand this thing off to Irving. He's going to bounce this thing left side, and he's going to get clobbered over there, but a gain of 2 yards. They ain't going to cut it for my fantasy team, bro. Actually, I'm winning pretty convincingly. I should check that out. I was up by like 50. I have 114. The team I'm playing has 58. Total domination. I won't say who that is. Third and 2. 2:12 to go in the first quarter. Dude, I'm about to be 2-0 in fantasy football, dude. And I'm the worst personal fantasy player on the team, on my whole league. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got Irving to his left. He's looking to throw. He tosses this thing. That's going to be a first down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No, but the fantasy league I'm in, it's like people, like really knowledgeable people about sports. I made a trade earlier, like before the season started, and everyone got mad at me because I'd made such a horrible trade. They're all smart, you know what I mean? Good morning, Viet Matt. Hey, what's up, Robert? How we doing? Did you see Watson had an interview today? All right, I'll get right back to this, Jesse. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got Irving to his left. Now he moves to his right. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. Irving, I thought he was going to break that thing a little bit, but he's going to get about half that back. But did you see Watson had an interview today saying that he anticipates being back on the field soon? Our offense will be so much better once he comes back because he's a game changer. He is. Like a lot of people are down on Christian Watson, saying this about the injuries and this and that. When he is on the field, dude, defenses have to change the way they cover us. And then having Matthew Golden, too, when you have that type of speed, a guy who can just go over the top, like you got to be careful with that. Second down and 5 over here, Baker Mayfield. He's in shotgun, Irving to his left. He's got a man in motion. He's back to throw. It's going to be, it's batted down. Right to him, batted right back to him. And that's going to be a third down. H-Town, baby. Okay, but there's a flag on the play. I like that graphic. Illegal use of hands, defense. I think I said after the pass was thrown. For being the worst, you talk about it a lot. I am the worst, but I'm 2-0. I was in a championship last year. I lost it because I didn't realize the guy wasn't playing. Otherwise, I'd have won. So, yeah. I don't know if that was in the hands of the face, but I don't think that was hands in the face, but what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Here we go. Baker Mayfield shotgun, first down and 10. Where are they at here? About the 43-yard line, 43 and a half. He's back to throw. He's looking right side. And that's going to be a pass to, is that Irving? Yeah, it is. Everything should go to Irving. All right, this first quarter is going to come to an end. Texans lead 10-7. We got to start the ball game. Monday Night Football. And we'll be right back after this commercial. And I'll grab a beer too, you know what I mean?
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolay. It's Nicolay. Nicolay Law. Billboards, baby.
Green Bay faithful, talking with me on a chase to a Super Bowl. Bands still suck, let me let you know. With the kids bringing trophies home, cheeseheads me living this. Victory tastes sweeter than licorice. Got that Lamborghini spirit. Opponents just fear it. Y'all can hear it now.
Dude, I think that we do need a potty grabbing. We can't get too obscene with it, though. You know what I mean? But here we go, 10-7. I like in this game so far. I was hoping that this was going to be a good game today because sitting through a snooze fest, it's not fun. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly that, too, talking about Christian Watson with Reed missing time. We're going to see because they're not going to rush Christian Watson back, but they sure could use him. You know what I mean? I feel like the wide receiver situation is pretty good. Jaden Reed injury hurts a lot, but Wicks has shown signs of really popping. Matthew Golden, I think the more the season goes on, more reps he gets, the more targets he gets. I think he's going to do some stuff. But we don't need any one of them to be the superhero. So, yeah, when Christian Watson comes back, though, it's going to be dude, this offense has so many options with Tucker Kraft. I think he's going to be balling this year. We got it. We got it. Exactly. Feed Tucker. 2nd down and 3 over here. Baker Mayfield's going to be in a pistol. Ball just about the 49 yards to the end zone here. And he's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and that's going to be a first down and a little bit more. There we go. Feed him the rock, baby. Next game, Michelle will have a potty break graphic. Excuse me. You the man, Steve. There we go. 1st down and 10. Baker Mayfield. Shaking. 40-yard line over here. All right, he's back to throw. Quick pass right side. That's going to be to Irving, and he's going to try to make a dude miss, and he does, but he's not going to. He's probably with him about 3 yards or so. Thinking the Vikes made up fake injuries so they can start their backup McCarthy isn't working out. Dude, I've actually, like a Viking fan who I DM with a little bit on Twitter kind of had that same thing. Same thought. We will see. I think it does make sense if you think, all right, he needs ready, he needs to calm down a little bit. Let's sit him, but we don't want to bench him because with all that comes with that, with the drama and so who knows? But here we go. We're going to have Mayfield going to be under center. He's trying to change some stuff up at the line. The play clock's down to 5 seconds. He's got a man in motion, down to 3. Get rid of it. He's going to run this thing up the middle, and that's going to be very, very close. We'll see what they call this. Rick's in the house, baby. 3rd down and 1. 6 rushes, 37 yards for Bucky Irving. 2 receptions, 11 receiving yards. 3rd down and 1 over here. Third down and 1. Okay, here we go. Irvin's to his right. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. Play clock's down to 3. And he's back that throw. He's looking clean. Pockets run. No, it's not so clean anymore. Now he's scampering to his left. He's being chased down. And that's going to be a first down, though. He gets past. Yeah, that's guy. He's celebrating. The defensive player celebrating. Baker Mayfield's like, bro, that's a first down. What you talking about? So there we go. First down. Nice run by Baker Mayfield. When it comes to our wide receiver room, everyone does a little. No one will need to do a lot. We'll be good. Absolutely. But look at this run by Baker Mayfield left side. He had a guy hanging off his back. And it's funny because that guy was all excited. It was the first down. Here we go. Baker Mayfield out of shotgun again. Now they're inside the 30-yard line. He's going to pitch. Oh, fake pitches to the right, then tosses the screen to the right, to the left. And that's going to be to the 25-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what they got on this call here. Dude, flags they did like stop the game. Like, ineligible receiver downfield. Who's behind me? This is you talking about the jersey? That's Clinton Dix. That's Chris Farley. Richard Pryor over here. And you can't really see him with that graphic there, but that's Mr. Heisenberg, you know what I mean? Yeah. Can't have those guys running downfield like that. First down and 15. Yeah, these penalties, dude. Drive killers right here. Let's see if they can overcome. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. Empty backfield. He's back to throw. Quick pass. Middle of the field. He kind of led him too far. That's going to be a flag on the play. That was intended for Mike Evans. So I think someone came across early on defense. Offsides on the defense. He was right. Flag game is strong. These refs, dude, they gonna stay working. That's just job security for them, you know. Trying to see his replay here. I don't know. Yeah. I guess. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in like a pistol action here. 1st and 10. I don't know if that's pistol. That's jumbo. That's all types of stuff over here. Here we go. We're going to have a run up the middle. And that's not going to be Irving. That's going to be, about 6 yards there? 7 maybe even. White. We'll just stack these cans down here, you know what I mean? My wife likes that. Here we go, 10-play drive, 54 yards, 7:04 off the clock. They're still moving, 2nd down and 4. And, they're running it left side. That was got away from me there. That's going to be a first down. That was quickly.
Stop it!
That's funny. I'm easily amused, you know what I mean? Build her a beer can pyramid, you know what I mean? That'd be a good stream. Here we go, 1st down and 10. Mayfield's in shotgun, empty backfield, and that's going to be incomplete and headed for Evans. Quick pass there. What's up? Greg Haynes, Strawberry Plains in the house, Mr. Matt. Nice to see the Vikings lose last night. Did you decide on your giveaway for reaching 100,000? Oh, yeah, actually, I didn't. I'm going to do that probably midweek. Actually, I did. I'm actually going to go to Packers Pro Shop, and I'm going to get a I'll talk about that here in a second after this play. We're going to run this thing left side with Irving, handing it off, and that's going to be to about the 15-yard line. No, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Packer Pro Shop, buy a gift card for like $130. That's how much a jersey costs there, and then I'm going to give away a jersey over on Facebook. So if you're on YouTube and you're not following on Facebook and you're on Facebook, go ahead, head over there. We're doing a giveaway. Just hit 100,000 followers. Thanks for the reminder. And I said I was going to give away a free jersey when I had 100,000 followers, like years ago, because I didn't really think it was going to happen. No, it's awesome. No, I'm pumped. Here we go. 3rd down and 6. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. Irving's to his left. Ball just about the 15 and a half, 16-yard line. He's going to have pressure immediately. That's going to be a screen. And he's got blockers, but that blocker sucked. But here we go. Touchdown! Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this offense is fun to watch. His blockers, I don't know what he was waiting for. It worked out. It worked out. You need a Chester Markle bobblehead to rub for long field goals that are attempted. You know what I mean? I was looking to send you a DM vid of me at Lambeau in my white MR hoodie. You should. Anybody who's wearing my merch, send me pictures, send me videos, like whatever you want. I want to see it. I'll repost some too if you want. If you send it to me and you don't want to repost it, just let me know. Don't repost this. But not everyone wants to be posted. But I love seeing the people wearing the merch. I think it's fantastic. Oh, yeah, it's good. Sorry. The extra point is good. See, I'm glad someone's paying attention. Don't encourage him, Robert. He will do it. I will. I mean, I already kind of am doing it on accident. Found the Beer Me button. You're welcome. Oh, yeah, I do have a Beer Me button on my website if you want to donate to the beer cause. My buddy, the Green Bay guy, he made my website. He put that on there. So I appreciate it, though. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. I need Tampa Bay to score 20. Looks good so far. Yeah, I definitely think that this is going to be a high-scoring game right here. You know what I mean? My wife's got angry face. You know, I think we should get like a tower. If we're going to do a tower, though, we should put it behind me. We should have a table back here so that, everyone could see the art that I'm going to be making. The Pro Shop gift card, nice idea, man. Yeah, I think it is because then I don't have to buy a jersey and ship a jersey, get the size. I could just do it. And then someone was saying I could maybe do it online even where I can just transfer for the Pro Shop. But I think a gift card would be good because if they want to go in, you could use it online. You could do all the things. And someone get themselves a Parsons jersey, whatever jersey that they want. I'll probably do that Wednesday. I'll figure it out. I'll make a graphic. We'll do a big giveaway. But I appreciate everyone who follows me, no matter where you follow me. It's totally awesome that people want to follow me. Hey, Matt, thanks for doing another stream tonight. Hey, Jeff, I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. You know what I mean? These are fun. We're having a good time over here. You're going to be evicted. No, dude, this is my lair. The basement's my lair.
Stop it!
You could tell because it's so trashed. There we go. That's a good sound right there. You know what I mean? This show that they're advertising right now does not look good at all. I ain't gonna lie. Here we go. We're back. 14-10. Oh, yeah. He tripped him, huh? Yeah, he definitely tripped him right there. He got away with that. Ooh, TV glitched out a little bit there. I wonder what that's going to do. Here comes the kickoff. We're going to have a return over here about the 5-yard line. He's to the 10, 15, 20. He's trying to move across the middle of the field. Gets hit right there. That's the 22-yard line is where this drive is going to be starting at. What's up, Ivan, baby? Good evening. Happy Victory Monday. You know what I mean, Ivan? Ivan was repping that Victory Monday merch today. I know that. Getting after it, dude. You know what? I realized, too, over here we have this little air horn. I can still do the air horn thing. Yeah, so we are using, just so everyone knows, that we are using a different streaming place, like where I stream. Right now, like we got the producer in the building. Some of the podcasts, I'll be using the same thing, but sometimes it'll be me. Sometimes we have the producer when he has time. So shout out to him taking the time to hang out with us. First down and 10. We're going to have a run by the Texans up the middle, and that's nothing. No, the negative nothing. And a flag. Try building a boat out of empty beer cans. It will take a few years. You know what I mean? It might take me a little less. Was that a legal shift? A legal shift by the Texans over here. $9:31 to go in the second quarter. Vince is the real MVP. You know what I mean? He's a man of two names. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. That's the sound effect we like to see. Here, 2nd and 12. Here we go. Stroud back to throw. He's looking. He's bouncing around. He's got time. He's running out. Now he throws it downfield. First down! And he goes out of bounds. Dude, he had all day like a weekend. Dude, no pass rush. See, that's what the Packers defense looked like a lot last year. Quarterback back there just bouncing around, ding, ding, just waiting to throw. Your secondary can't cover that long. I don't care how good they are. And they had a bunch of people just running free. I wouldn't say free, but they're manageable. But, yeah, when you don't have a pass rush, man, that secondary, it's tough on them. That's why the Packers defense looks so different this year. Not just Parsons, but Van Ness and Gary and all those guys are getting after it. But here we go, 1st down and 10. Play clock's down to 3. He's trying. Are they going to get this off? I'm not sure they are. All right. I guess they did play action. Looking to throw. He's got pressure. He's rolling now. He's got a blocker. It's not enough, and he's rolling to his left. He tosses this thing. That man fell down. That's incomplete. What a horrible play that was. That was a bad football play. Yeah, they blitzed. I feel like they were kind of rushed. They kind of snapped this ball maybe before they wanted to. They had pressure immediately. He had one blocker for 2 men, and he didn't block either of them. Well, he kind of blocked one of them a little bit, but kind of diverted him. Then that dude fell while the ball's in the air. That was an awesome play right there. That was some Chicago Bears type football right there. You know what I mean? 2nd down and 10. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's going to man to his right. Play clock down to 2 again. Both these teams let the play clock run down a lot. Here we go. Screen pass left side to the running back, and that's going to be just past the 40-yard line there. We got 211 folks watching live right now across all the places. You know what I mean? I appreciate you watching. Let's have some fun. 3rd and 9. 8:08 to go in the second quarter. All right, here we go. Texans on 3rd and 8. They're going to be in shotgun. They're kind of a pistol type of thing. Back that throw. He's looking. Quick pass. Incomplete. Threw it to the dirt. That was a bad throw on 3rd down. That was just a bad throw. CJ Stroud. His warm-up routine is him playing basketball. Maybe he should just play football. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. I got no hate for this dude. Or the Texans at all. That's why I think it's funny, like the Cowboys, in Dallas, everyone's like, they hate us because we're from Texas. But then the Texans aren't Texans, and no one cares about them. No one hates the Texans unless you're like a rival of them. You know what I mean? Here comes a punt right here. There we go. I think it's got to be fair caught, right? Okay, who's going to get blasted for one? But the 13-yard line, this thing's going to be caught. What's up, Ivan? The Bears fans are deep despair already. I'm here for it. Yeah, dude, they're like a week or 2 away from talking draft. You know what I mean? And then they're still hyped up. They're talking about, oh, we got the best coach in the league, and he's going to turn this thing around. I don't think he is, dude. I don't think he is. I think not every coordinator needs to be a coach. Jeff Hafley, the same thing for him. He should never be a head coach. He should be a defensive coordinator for the Packers forever. You know what I mean? He should be a defensive coordinator for Packers forever. I think Jeff Hafley's, with this season and the Packers popping off, and if this defense continues to play like they're playing and they, do some this year, the teams are going to be coming at Jeff Hafley to be a head coach. I guarantee it next season. We might be able to save him for a season, but I'm not sure, dude. I'm not sure. They are 3-0 in the offseason, you know what I mean? But they 0-2 in regular season, so. Is that 3-2? I don't know. You figure it out, the math. Yeah. But the NFC North, dude, I don't think it's going to be as like it was last year. Like everyone talking about NFC North was the best division in football last year, which is such a weird thing to say. I don't think it's ever been said before last season. But I don't think that's the case this season. Especially if McCarthy's not playing, and I'm not. The whole thing with McCarthy, people thinking that maybe they're faking the injury or making it seem worse than it is so that they can sit him and try someone else. But I don't. I feel like if you have McCarthy, you have a young quarterback, and you believe he's the guy, you have a roster around him you believe is good, because it is. They have a decent defense. They got some stuff. I mean, they should be able to work with. So I think you just have to fight through the bad times if he's struggling. I don't think that you would sit him, but with him being hurt, that's going to be rough on the Vikings, and we'll see how their quarterback play plays. But I don't know, dude. I don't think this division is that tough. What's up, Stacy? How you doing? My kid and daughter-in-law may be out sometime this season. He told me today. Oh yeah, actually, yep. I was talking to him, and I told him, like, come to Green Bay, dude. What are we doing? They are fun people, Stacy. They are. I hung out with them a couple years ago, whatever year that was. I think it was during training camp or something, maybe a week early game. But yeah, they're awesome. First down and 10 here, 10 of 13 for Baker Mayfield, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's going to be under center here. That's Irving, I think, got to be in the back. Can't really see the number. It better be. It's not either. No, so that's going to be a run left side to about the 20-yard line. That's one thing I want to check here. Seen Detroit's offense yesterday, and I understand they couldn't get it started against us. The fear is real. Dude, that's the thing. They put up 52 against the Bears, whatever, 53, whatever it was. And they only got 13 against the Packers. Like, and I get it, people are like, well, it's the Bears. But yeah, they're still a football team. To put up 52 against the Bears and couldn't really get nothing done against the Packers, the only reasonable explanation I can think of is that the Packers are probably the greatest team of all time. You know what I mean? Here we go, Baker Mayfield, under center. That's going to be a run up the middle. That's going to be a first down. That was Bucky. I don't know why. It wasn't last time. Who you got in the Super Bowl this year? Let's go Packers Ravens, dude. I think that'd be great. I mean, Packers Steelers would be good with the Aaron Rodgers drama with it, but I don't think so. I think Lamar needs to get to a Super Bowl, and I like Lamar Jackson. I think he's good enough. I think that team, they got a good team over there. It might be their year to go to the Super Bowl and lose to the Packers. You know what I mean? It might be their year. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be under center. He's got a man in motion, and it's going to be flags are flying everywhere. I don't know what happened. Someone gets shanked. What happened there? A lot of flags. Thanks, Matt. They enjoyed hanging with you. Yeah, they were awesome. That was fun. So we got a 5-yard penalty here on the Bucs, I believe. I want to get some more comments here before the play starts. Matt Carter. McCarthy wasn't ready. 7 out of his 8 quarters were trash. It's a soft benching. Wentz has a shot to use his experience to keep the starting job. If he excels in the few weeks, J.J. Spoli needs to recover from his ankle sprain. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what it is. And you're locked in. You're a Vikings fan. You know, if they feel like they got a team like, hey, McCarthy isn't getting it done, we Wentz, we seen him do what, you know, let's bring him in and see if we can get some. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to get a screen pass here, and yeah, he's not going to have enough blockers for those amount of people. That's going to be a loss of one. Yeah, it could be. And but I think it's too early. Like, you know, I'm a Packer fan. I love trashing the Vikings, but I will never, ever trash like a young quarterback his first year starting. It's going to take some time. I said the same thing with Jordan Love, but Matt, you didn't give Jordan Love that same courtesy in my comment section. But I do think that with young quarterbacks, you don't know. And if the Vikings feel like we have a great team, but McCarthy's just not getting it done, he's not doing what we want right now. And if we think that this other quarterback, you know, is more, you know, seasoned, and we can get it done with him, then I get it. That's not a bad move for them. What a great graphic. Yeah, dude, we got the graphics popping up. We got a producer tonight. Baker Mayfield back to throw. He's looking right. Now he's looking left. He's got pressure. He's got sacked, and there's a flag on the play. We got a little dancing going on by the big fella right there. Buffalo and Packers. You know, I picked the Buffalo Bills to win a Super Bowl or go to the Super Bowl. Hands in the face. Defense, number 92. Automatic first down. But I picked the Buffalo Bills to actually win the Super Bowl a few times, and it hasn't happened. But we'll see. I mean, I could see them being in the Super Bowl. They could be the team that the Packers lose to, or the Packers beat. I mean, lose to the Packers. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be under center. First down and 10. All right, now we're going to have a run up the middle, a little burst run up the middle. We got to stay healthy is the truth, man. You just got to cross your fingers, dude. If you're an NFL fan, any game, like, look at the Bengals. That's horrible. That's why we like it. There's many reasons, you know what I mean? Here we go. Someone tell the refs this isn't about them. Yeah, these flags are ridiculous, but I mean, some of them were legit, but yeah, some of them were a little sketched up. You know what I mean? Second down and 8. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. All right, he's back that throw. Oh, he's got pressure. He's going to go down, and that's a sack, dude. Big time defense. Third down. We're going to need a whole cleanse after that statement. Yeesh. What a way to jinx us. Bears will be watching the Super Bowl. They might not even watch the Super Bowl. They might not be allowed to. Like, hey, if you're the worst team in the league, you can't even watch it, dude. Yeah, so this Houston Texans defense is starting to get after him. Oh, Baker Mayfield kind of grabbed at his leg after that sack. Third down and 16. We got 3:33 to go in the second quarter. First half, kind of whizzing by over here. Maybe because we're having so much fun. All right, quick pass left side by Baker Mayfield, and he's going to have a little bit of room there. Not enough. He's going to get to about the 26-yard line. And there we go, 4th down and 9. They were getting after him on that one, dude. They were getting absolutely after him. 223 folks watching live right now. I keep looking because I want to see someone jumps on kick. Kick or Twitch. Usually we have one person on Twitch. Here comes the punt. We're going to definitely have a return on this thing. That was from the 15-yard line. He danced around a little bit. Now he get the 20, 25, 30, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds or kind of runs out of bounds. But, yeah, I'm waiting to see. We don't have no one on Twitch tonight. Sometimes there's like one person on Twitch that watches some of my streams. Yeah, that defense was getting after it on that one. All right, we're almost at halftime here. We got about 3 minutes. 2:43 to go. All right, we will be right back if I can talk right.
Hey, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
Here we go. 14-10. Let's see if we can get some points on the board before halftime over here. It's probably the kid. What kid? I don't know. See, that's the thing, dude. I forgot what I was talking about before. Oh, yeah. See, we got the merch, dude. Hammer we got the store going over here. Thank you, Jerry shirt. Dude, we got hats, dude. We got everything, dude. And we got a lot of other cool stuff at the store. Hit up thematramage.com. Links are all over my social media. Dude, look, these shirts are doing well, dude. People like these shirts. I can't wait to see people rocking them in Dallas. Maybe Jerry will sue us. I don't know. But we're going to find out. You know what I mean? Hopefully he doesn't worry about let alone me. The little cheese factory worker living in Wisconsin. But we have another game after this. I'm not going to live stream that game. Chargers and the Raiders. Dude, I have one. Oh, yeah, my one Twitch watcher. All right. Yeah. Probably is my son. No, because I see comments sometimes from him. From the lone Twitch watcher. Dude, one time I had like 5 people on Twitch watching. I was like, oh, I think I'm Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? Here we go. First down and 10. 2:43 to go. Second quarter. You know what I mean? On our way to halftime. And they're at the 30-yard line. 70 yards to go. And they're going to run this thing up the middle. And they're going to get past the 35-yard line. Big chunk of that 6 yards. You want to know a funny thing, dude? I get this notification all the time. Really can't see it. It says like weight reminder. I signed up for this thing one time. It's like a fasting app. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get beefed up. You know, I'm going to start fasting. I didn't know that mean you couldn't eat. I was like, forget that. But now I get all these notifications. It's like, hey, weigh yourself. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do that, dude. You know what I mean? Second down and 4. Here we go. 2:09 to go. Are they going to get play out before the 2-minute warning here? I don't think they're going to try. So there we go. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning. Almost time for an Angus burger and Coors for halftime. Dude, that sounds like a great halftime thing. At halftime, you know, we can talk about some Packers. We can chit-chat about some stuff. Dude, I do. I have a fast now. I don't know why I didn't delete it yet. I ain't fasting, dude. Dude, the only thing I'm going fast to Quick Trip. You know what I mean? While we're here, I got big shout out to the sponsors, you know. Quick Trip, Nick Law being fantastic sponsors. And, you know, you're coming to a Lambeau Field this season. Check out Quick Trip. They have all the tailgate needs that you got. And Nick Law, if someone sideswipes you on the way there and you get injured, Nick Law is going to hook you up. You know what I mean? They're going to make sure you're good. Insurance companies ain't being shady with you. With that being said, well, look at that. And then check out my podcast as well, dude. The Matt Ramage Show, dude. Everywhere that you listen to podcasts, you should listen to mine. I have I think it's like the number 16th ranked Packers podcast or 16th ranked NFC North. It depends where you go. I'm not saying that I put myself with all those people, but I think it's funny that there it is. I'd love to join your live stream whenever you're streaming. Add me. All right. Maybe. Oh, we got a Kick person over there. You know what I mean? That's a Kick watcher. Shout out to Kick. I don't think it doesn't say anyone's watching. I think that might be a bot. Either way, if it's not, I apologize, but it's not showing anyone watching. So we will see. But shout out to Kick, I guess. All right, here we go. But yeah, if you're on Facebook, though, stay tuned Wednesday. I'll do that giveaway. So if you're not on Facebook, get on Facebook. Giving away a gift card to Packers Pro Shop. Not affiliated with the Packers at all or the Packers Pro Shop. I know that you know that, but I think I have to say that because I don't want them to, you know what I mean? But I will buy a gift certificate for $130. We'll do like some type of giveaway on Wednesday, and then I'll give it to someone. I'll send it to them, and they can order jersey online if you're not local, and you can do it all. I've never been on the Kick. I've never have either. I set it up one day a long time ago because I streamed there for a little bit. Then I stopped. But then I got this new platform and you can stream to more places, and that was one of them. It's like, why not? But the kids like it though. I see people Kick streamers. You know, all the attention they talk about them or whatever. Second down and 3, 2 minutes to go in this game. Here we go. They're gonna start this thing about 31 and a half yard line or so. There we go. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's going to run up the middle. Stroud's got room. He's at the 45. He's going to cut it in past the 50 on the other 45, and he goes down probably about the 43-yard line. That's a big-time play. That's going to be a first down for the Houston Texans. Ivan's now on the TikTok, though, dude. I got him on the TikTok. I told you to go on the TikTok. And now you're TikToking? Notable quarterbacks injuries this season. Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Justin Fields, Brock Purdy, J.J. McCarthy. So Jaden Daniels, he got hurt in that Packers game. I didn't know about that. Just before I started doing this stream, I was scrolling through and I saw that Commanders fans were complaining about that injury, saying that it was whatever. 1st and 10, here we go. He's back to throw. Stroud's going to have time. Nice block there. And now he's going to be going to get to a 40-yard line. That's going to be about a 3-yard pass. But I saw the Commander fan page said that it was whatever. It should have been a penalty, that hit. But that's what happens when your quarterback gets hurt. Everyone thinks they want to blame someone. And it sucks, dude. Injuries suck. But here we go. Stroud's back to throw. He's got pressure. He goes down at the sack. He's going to go down to the 50-yard line. 46 seconds to go in this half. And that was a big-time play right there in defense. That's going to be 3rd down. There we go. Yeah, C.J. Stroud had nowhere to go, dude. 3rd down and 14 it's going to be here. 3rd down and 14, 46 seconds ago. So they obviously want to get some points, even if it's a field goal. Like this drive is important for the Texans because this game is going to be close. This game is going to be maybe who has the ball last, who turns the ball over more, who makes those mistakes. So every drive, dude, matters. I mean, every drive matters in every game, but you know what I mean? At the end of the half, I feel like it's one of the most important drives, whoever has that ball. If you can get points before the half, sometimes it kind of, especially if it's like a really crazy play, it can kind of ride you into halftime and kind of ride you into the second half. But here we go. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 3rd down and 14. What do they got in the old playbook for this one? 48 yards to the end zone. He's back to throw. And he's looking. He's going to have pressure. Now he's rolling right. They're running after him. He throws it right sideline down the field. Incomplete. He had a guy over there. He kind of fell. That would have been a hard catch to keep his toes in. But, yeah, that's 4th down, baby. That is 4th down. They got that blitz right up the middle there. Yeah, he just made him roll all the way right, and he really couldn't get that throw off how he wanted to. Yeah, the receiver got his feet tangled up. Otherwise, he could have got that. If his feet didn't get tangled up, he would have had a shot at that ball. We're going to have ourselves a punt over here 38 seconds to go in the half. And then punt is off. That's a fair catch about the 13-yard. Oh, no. He tricked me. That's a touchback. You know how they do that sometimes when they run up like they're about to catch it, but it's going over their head so that they can get the touchback? You got me on that one, dude. So 30 seconds ago, we got Troy Aikman, Joe Buck over here in the booth. Joe Buck's been doing this, I feel like my entire life. I don't like Troy Aikman, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't mind him as a commentator when people get all fired up about different commentators. I really don't care. I don't really pay attention. I mean, I listen when I'm watching games, but I don't. Sometimes Troy will say stuff when he's calling the Packer game that irritates me, but I don't get overly care about it. Here we go. Empty backfield, shotgun. Baker Mayfield back, throwing left side, quick pass, and now they're gonna try to get in a little situation here where they can get some points. They have 2 timeouts here. I assume they're gonna use one. Or maybe they had 3, and I just seen it as they called. No, they had 2, and now they have 1. 1 timeout left, 2nd down and 1. So there we go. So we got Ivan over here on TikTok. You know what I mean? I'm on TikTok. Who else is on TikTok? Go throw a follow over there on the Talk That Ticks. I put a video up there. TikTok, I think Facebook too. I was hammering out some karaoke the other night, Saturday night. We were getting after it. No dancing though. I don't do the dancing. I have one video when I dance. I got a little jiggy with it one time. You know what I mean? But here we go. 2nd and 1. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back that throw. I'd be looking for Mike Evans, right? Oh, he's gonna throw it left side, and that's gonna be incomplete. Overthrown. He had pressure. Wasn't really comfortable in that pocket. I do want to look at my fantasy over here while we're doing this. Irving's got 6 points for me. 7 carries, 41 yards. 11 receiving yards over there. 3rd down and 1. "19 seconds to go this first half. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. They got to be trying to throw it deep, and they are left side, and that's going to be incomplete over Mike Evans' head. And he was, he was covered. He had extra people on him. That's 4th down and 1. So it's going to be, it looks like it's going to go into half 14-10 as the punt team is going to jog out here. You should replace Joe Buck, immediately. No, I think I could do Troy Aikman's job, though. I do think Joe Buck is good. Like, he's like the professional of the professionals of calling the games. I know, like, some people don't like him, don't like his voice or whatever, but he knows his stuff. Here we go with the punt. Oh, and that punter fell down, and every punter should fall down every time they get touched. And that's going to be bouncing around about the 30-yard line. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, and that whistle gets blown. So there's 2 seconds left on this thing. No flag for hitting the punter. I don't think he got hit, but he got whatever touched, and he fell down. So let's look at this. They're showing the replay on this punt. Oh, did he tip it? I don't know if he did or not. But they just kneeled this thing down. They're going to halftime. Joe Buck is biased against the Packers. A lot of people have that opinion. A lot of people do. I feel like a lot of them do. I actually feel like ESPN and all the national media, they don't like Green Bay. I really feel like that. I don't know about Joe Buck. He talks about that. He says every fan base thinks I hate their team. So I don't know. But we got ourselves a ball game here, 14-10. It's halftime. I'll probably walk away here for a second, come back in a second, but for a few minutes. But we want to talk about some Green Bay Packers. We'll talk about this defense going into Cleveland. I think that's going to be total domination. Do they have a halftime show? I see them rolling some stuff out over here. They're going to have dude, they got all types of stuff rolling out here on the field. They're showing the interview here. There we go. The All-State halftime show. I should get paid for that. Dude, we should have a sponsored halftime show. Yeah, but I do like the Rodgers to Cobb call in Chicago to win the division. Yeah, I just feel like Joe Buck has that, like he's skilled at how he calls the game. I get that some people think that, don't like him. Everyone's like everyone. But we have a halftime show. Oh, do we? All right. We're going to step away here anyways. We shall return, people. Second half football coming up, baby. Go Pack Go.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
All righty. Here we go. I didn't think it was possible, but Troy Aikman has gotten dumber. You know what I mean? I don't really have a problem with him, but I barely, I say, like, doing the live streams especially, I don't really listen to them anymore. Like, I hear them because I'm not locked in as much because I'm talking. throughout the whole thing. And then throughout the years, Troy Aikman has bothered me. He's like really the only one of the commentators that I kind of felt like, because, you know, back in the 90s, dude. I don't know. And I think that when you don't like someone, like I don't hate Troy Aikman, but like as a football player, you know, he beat my team many times, so I have some feelings about him. But I think when you have that and then you, anything that they say just irritates you. You know what I mean? But they're talking about right here with Jaden Daniels' injury. Got hurt during the Packer game. I didn't even realize it during the Packer game. But hopefully he's all right. Is he going to miss time? I don't know. I didn't really hear what they were saying. Anyone who's watching the halftime that kind of knows. We got 9 minutes to go for the second half. So if you want to talk about Packers, you want to talk about whatever, hammer the chat. Let's talk about it. The Packers taking on the Browns. I think they should beat the crap out of them. But right here, I've got some news over here. J.J. McCarthy expect to miss 2 to 4 weeks, high ankle sprain. That's not news, but I'm just seeing it on the bottom, so I figure I'll share it with you a little bit. Two of my favorite announcers. I think that they do a good job. That's why they have the job. But Jaden Daniels, Justin Fields in concussion protocol. Status uncertain for week 3 at Buccaneers. Yeah, we got some injuries this week. But yeah, I think that they do a good job, like as especially Joe Buck. He does baseball. Like I feel like he's the pro's pro. Troy Aikman bothers me just because I don't like him as a football player from my childhood in the 90s. You know what I mean? But we will see over here. Ashton Genty, 19 rush, 38 yards, touchdown in NFL debut. All right, I'm just reading stuff over here now at this point. I have him on my fantasy team too. They play tonight? No, they don't. Who is it? It's the Chargers. Is it? Yeah, it is the Chargers and Raiders, right, tonight? I will not be live for that game. I'm probably going to go to sleep. I was up late. I work at 4 in the morning, so I was up, past 11 last night. Alarm, I get out of bed at 3 in the morning. That's not enough sleep, dude. I took a nap after work, but I'm going to try to catch up a little bit tonight. That game, I mean, that's probably going to be a good game. That's a division game, Chargers-Raiders. But I figure I'll do this one. Bucs, NFC. I feel like Bucs are going to be a team that will matter come playoff time. Ooh, Grassi raid, baby. We got ourselves a Grassi raid. Here we go. Let's go. What's up, Grassi? The Grassi posse is in the building. Be sure to, subscribe while you're here. Big shout out to Tom Grassi, dude. Hooking up with the Grassi raid. These are always fun. It's insane because, like, on YouTube, you could tell the one that were Grassi rated because, like, the views and, like, the likes and, like, all the stuff are just so much more. So be sure to tap that like button. Tap the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. The Grassi posse is, that community he has is, like so elite. Like, they're just all good, positive, fun people. It is awesome. So I appreciate you, Tommy Grassi. And everyone, be sure to hammer that like button. Even the people watching on Facebook, don't forget to like and make sure you're following and subscribing to all the places that we're streaming. I appreciate it. We'll try to get a bunch of these up here. Grassi posse, what's up, Mark? These come so fast. And like the stream, you know what I mean? Go ahead, like that stream no matter where you're watching. We got 6 minutes before the second half starts over here. And you all are the best. What's up, Dolly? How you doing? Grassi raid, nothing but love. There we go. Right back to you. Woo! Oh, there we go. Shout out, y'all. Been there, done that. Grassi raid, sending love. Hope you're doing great tonight as well. We're having a good time, First half, we actually have a good game, dude. Last night's game was, not as fun to do. But here we go. What's up, Jen? Go Pack, go. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all the love. Hammer that like button. Be sure to subscribe while you're here. We're not on Grassi's level, but we have fun. You know what I mean? We go 14-10 ball game. What do we think is going to happen in this second half? I think the Bucs are going to win this game. Absolutely, I do. Favorite thing to get at Quick Trip? My favorite thing to get at Quick Trip right now is a ham and Swiss flatbread sandwich they got. And I just noticed it not that long ago. That thing is beautiful, but the cheesy bread, unhealthy. You know what I mean? Quick Trip over Bucky's Wawa combined. I said what I said, dude. Absolutely, dude. Even though I haven't had either of those other ones, but I'm going to keep that moving too because shout out to Quick Trip, being a great sponsor. There we go. We already got that. What is up? Super Mac. Yeah, we have a Quick Trip guy, you know, but we're going to have him for the Packer game. He will make his return, you know what I mean? The Bucs are one of my picks. All right, there you go. Yep. Yeah, I think that they're going to win this game. I missed the alert. Someone I watched used to play that. Here we go. Yeah, my wife's in the building. Let's talk about how many alarms you set for work each morning. Yeah, dude, I have like 8 alarms that go off, like 5 minutes apart. It's just dramatic. But that's what you got to do when you only sleep a few hours. But that's just great. 265 folks watching live across all the places. Big shout out to Grassi with that raid. Grassi does a lot of good stuff. Grassi is for the people. You know what I mean? He's for the people. Cowboys cornerback struggled in yesterday's game. Jerry should sign a premium pass rusher to fix that. He did sign a pass rusher. Was that Clowney? I think they signed a defensive end. And I was like, I wonder why they need that guy. You know what I mean? I wonder why they need that guy. Like, they should have just kept who they had. I swear I'll be trolling Cowboy fans forever. I'll be like, dude, on Twitter, they'll say something about, where's the pass rush? It's like, dude, like, I saw someone else say, it's in Green Bay. But I like it. I say, you should just trade for a top-tier pass rusher. That's what the Packers did. Worked out pretty well for us, you know what I mean? All with different sounds. I really enjoy it at 2:30 a.m. Yeah, you got to have different sounds. Because if you have, here's a pro tip. If you have a lot of alarm set and you get up earlier, you're not getting a lot of sleep, so you have to make sure that you're up and you don't miss it, is you have to have different sounds every 5 minutes going off. Because if it's the same sound, then your brain is already heard that, seen that, done that. So you have to, but don't use songs. Because then you'll hate those songs. I used to use an Eminem song. I like that song. But now whenever I hear it, it's like, it gives you like anxiety. It's like, you got to get up for work. Like, it just makes you angry. You know what I mean? I hate that song. I'm thinking Green Bay versus Rams NFC Championship. That'd be interesting, dude. Green Bay versus the Rams. You got Devontae Adams over there doing his thing. I'm just looking at this IHOP commercial. That stuff looks delicious. But yeah, I think that'd be interesting, dude. I think it's going to be fun to see how the NFC goes this season because I feel like there's so many teams that might take a step. Some might take a step back. I think the Packers are taking a huge step. But it'll be interesting to see the teams that come playoff time are in position. I think the Bucs are going to be one of those teams. The Rams for sure. 91 likes. There we go, baby. We never get 91 likes over on YouTube. There we go, baby. Grassi gets it done. You know what I mean? Let's give him a little round of applause over here. Every 5 minutes, guys, I hear it every 5 minutes. Someone buy me a beer. Dude, we got beer. It's right over there. It's right over here. We got it. I have alarms. We all know which one is the point of no return. Get moving now. Dude, it's funny because I always think that because, like, I have an alarm set for sometimes 2:30. Depends on how late it is. Like, if I'm up real late, I set it at 2:30, 2:37, 2:45, 2:50, and then 2:55. But 3 o'clock is like, bro, you're going to be late, you know? 3:05 is like, dude, you have to speed now. 3:10, you got to break some laws, bro. You know what I mean? So those are the alarms. If it's really late, then I'll do 2:30, 2:35, 2:40, 2:45. I'll just hammer them because I know it's going to be hard to get up. Tomorrow might be one of those days, you know what I mean? That might be one of those days where I have alarms going off for a half hour. I make it, though. Here we go. Start of third quarter coming up over here. Philly boys in the building. Always like to see Phil, dude. I think Phil has seen more live streams of mine for these watch parties than anyone else. I got to think he's up there. We got a lot of good people over here. My guy Cedric, Karen, she's always in here. There's a lot of people who I'm not sure they're here right now, but shout out to everyone who watches all these. right here. We found Karen up there. She's up in the chat. Appreciate you, Karen. Some are alien sounds. Yes, some are. I got weird sounds. I should play it one day. Let everyone know the sounds. I know people care a lot. But what wakes me up in the morning? We'll have to wait and see how we handle Detroit Thanksgiving in their place. Yeah, that'll be interesting. And big-time game. We have the kickoff over here, though, from about the 2-yard line. No one's really kicking this thing in the end zone. He's going to return this thing 25 to about the 28-yard line is where he's going to go down. Enough about your night sounds, Michelle. Alien sounds, dude. You know what I mean? Here we go. They're kind of showing what happened in the first half. I expect the Bucs to kind of get some stuff going here. Up 14-10. One of these guys got to take control of this game. I think it's going to be Bucs. We got Baker Mayfield under center. Here we go. A little motion action. Going to be a run up the middle. Everyone kind of knew that was coming, but it's still successful for about 7 yards, dude. Run that rock, Irving, baby. What is up, Lisa? How you doing? Shout out. What's up, Sid? He said, I'm off tomorrow. I'll sleep for you. All right. Dude, you got crazy hours, dude. Even worse than mine. So here we go. Shout out to Cedric. Oh, here we go. We're going to have a run. He's going to bounce this thing right side a little bit, trying to dance his way to the first down marker. Not going to happen. That's going to be third down, probably about 3. Matt seems like this Browns game is golden opportunity for number 0 to have a breakout game. Yeah, it absolutely is, dude. With missing a receiver, Jaden Reed got hurt. I think Matthew Golden is just, dude, he's just waiting for his opportunity to really, I mean, he's had a couple, but I think he's going to have a game where he's going to have 6 receptions for, over 100 yards, and he's going to have his moment, you know what I mean? 3rd down and 1 over here. Can do it this week against the Browns, Matthew. He has a good name, too, you know what I mean? Here we go. Mayfield back that throw. He's looking, throws it left side. That's completed for a first down. Big time 3rd down play on 3rd and 1. There we go. Kevin Carberry, run game coordinator, offensive line coach. So he's responsible for this. Here we go. Oh, Flake, like a fake handoff, and then he's going to toss this thing right side, and that's going to be about 7-8 yards right there. Woo. So I like the a little gassed up, you know what I mean? I don't want to be on this stream. Here we go. We're under 13 minutes to go here. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got Irving. He's going to hand this thing off to Irving. Irving can't get nothing going there. Busted. I wouldn't say a busted play because the defense just overpowered that line. And that's going to be 3rd down and 4. Loss of 1 on that. How is the Browns' offensive line? Yeah, I have to look into that because I don't know a ton about the Browns. I haven't really heard anyone talk about it either. But that's like the question for me every single week for this Green Bay Packers team for the whole season. How is the offensive line? Because that's what I want to see. Can our defense just get after it, dude? They got 4 sacks first 2 games this season. I'm jacked up about that. That's got to be the standard now. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 3rd down and 4. What do they got in him? He's rolling right. He's running out of room. He's stumbling. He falls down. That's going to be a sack. They tried to pick the ball and run with it, but that was he was down. He tried real hard to stay on his feet there, but that wasn't going to happen. Matt, what Packer player, either past or present, would you love to sit down with and do a podcast with? I say Paul Hornung every time, just because from the past for sure, because he was a party animal. He was there for like the growth of the Packers. We got a punt coming over here, but I think Paul Hornung would have such great stories. There's so many though, but that's probably my number 1. But yeah, there's a lot though. I think Vince Lombardi, he's not a player, but that'd be awesome to talk to him. I'm not sure he'd feel the same about me though. Would they want to talk to me is the question. I'm calling it right now. I believe this next game for us will be the Matthew Golden Show, and X and Carrington will have 1 to 2 picks each. Dude, I think that could be a big defensive game. We're going to commercial over here, but Nixon, how he the game he had, I feel like the secondary heard a lot of that disrespect about the Packers secondary this whole offseason. And like they can't play. Obviously, it helps when you have a pass rush. It helps tremendously. But that's how it's supposed to be, though. You're not supposed to have to cover dudes for 7 seconds. Like you're supposed to have a good pass rush. Quarterback's got to get rid of it quickly. Can you cover, for 3-4 seconds, whatever it is? Did Paul Hornung sleep with your grandma? I do not believe so, dude. But be pretty cool if he did. You know what I mean? I never met her, so you know what I mean. Packers need to unleash Parsons. Yeah, they do. Yeah, because they kind of got him on a snap count. He kind of talked about that too, about the snap count thing, but he wasn't being crazy about it. But he was like, he's on the snap count. But I think it's good to be safe. Like it's a very expensive. It's like having an expensive car. You don't want to just go 100 miles an hour right away. You know what I mean? Let's slow down. All right, let's break it in a little bit. Learning the defense, which I don't think that's really a big issue because they're like, hey, go after the quarterback this play or do this play. But he's going to learn the defense. And then training camp, I don't think he did a whole bunch because of the trade situation and him not being happy. So I'm not sure how much work he did in the offseason. I know he did stuff on his own, obviously, but they might just want to work him in. And obviously the back injury. I don't think the back injury is as big a concern as the media try to make it out to be. Because no one with like a back injury, the way they talk about, is doing the stuff he does. Like even at practice, he's throwing these things around. We saw videos. You see him in the games. Like it only hurts sometimes. Like I get that they're saying they gave him a shot, but whether they did or not, I don't know. But I don't think the back injury is as big a concern as some say. But yeah, dude, let's unleash him. This defense is exciting. Packers defense is so fun to watch. Did you know Nixon is Sasha Banks' cousin? I did not know that. Is Sasha Banks, is she the girl from Fresh Prince? I'm drawing a blank right now. Saving him for tough teams. I did think they're trying to keep him fresh too and use him on passing situations. But dude, what Parsons has done for this defense is amazing. Not just when he's on the field. I feel like everyone is hyped up about it, about him being there, and it kind of gives everyone confidence and like motivation, and it seems like they're just flying around the whole team. Here we go. We're gonna have a run over here by the Houston Texans for about 4 yards on first down. That's gonna be 2nd down and 6 if I'm correct. Yeah, I am correct. Look at that. Me knowing stuff. No wrestling. No wrestling. 2nd down and 6, 10:59 to go in the third quarter. Let's see what the Houston Texans got on there here. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's got time, and that's going to be completed. Nice little right across the middle, little crosser route to the 40-yard line, and that's going to be first down. Oh, Sasha Banks, WWE superstar. All right, my bad. I wasn't sure, but I was like, was that? I don't know why I thought of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I guess their last name wasn't it Banks? I don't know. Maybe that's where my head went. That's cool though. That he's related. That means that that athletic ability runs in the family a little bit. Here we go. We got a run up the middle by the Texans for about a yard. Dude, I need a beer, dude. We're going to wait. After this next play, I'll run over there real quick. She is now on AEW. There we go. Now we know that. Here we go. 9:44 to go in the third quarter. 2nd down and 8. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right, and he's back to throw. He's looking. Now he's going to roll up a little bit. Is he going to run? He is. He's going to try to get a few yards. Get down. And he got hit, pretty I wouldn't say aggressively, but that was a decent hit. One that would take me out. Maybe not him. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a beer. ahead, dude. Here we go. Shots back to throw. He's got pressure immediately, and that's going to be a sack. The Bucs with a big-time defensive play. And that's 4th down, dude. Dude, I just rocked my head when I ran over. That's my hat's all messed up. I was running, to the fridge to get it. I want to be back in time for the play. Jumped up, hit my head in a vent. Well, the furnace little thing over my jigs. But here we go. Does this mean Nixon is also related to Snoop Dogg? I know Sasha and Snoop are cousins. I think everyone's Snoop's cousin, isn't it? No, everyone's his nephew. Here we go. We have a punt over here. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? Let's get him on the stream. And that's going to be going to go out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. See where they mark it. Inside the 10, maybe a little bit. If our defense keeps playing as we are doing right now, there should be no reason why we can't get the number 1 seed. Yeah, absolutely, dude. That has to be like the expectation for this football team. And I know they're not looking ahead, but they should win a lot of football games this year. The way they were playing right now, they just keep it moving, dude. Stay after the quarterback. I think that the big thing, dude, the pressure on the quarterback, this defense is a different animal. And it's not just Parsons. This defense, dude, is ridiculous. Like, I've said this before, but, like, when I watch this Green Bay Packers defense, like, I don't see the Packers. Like, this isn't the Packers style of defense. This isn't, like, what they do. Just the pass rush and everything is just ridiculous. The secondary, how they're playing, Nixon and everyone getting after it. Like, this seems like it's a Ravens defense or a different team's defense. But this is the Green Bay Packers defense. I'm excited about it, dude. I'm excited. What's up, Kevin? Kevin in the building. Was that tackle on the punt to Golden clean? Looked excessive. Was that tackle on the punt to Golden? Oh, you mean in this game or the Matthew Golden? I'm not sure if I remember that one for the Packer game. I was drinking. Let's face it, Ramage. I don't know if you could handle Snoop and his blunts. No. I don't think I'll be hanging out with Snoop anytime soon. I'm not sure he's interested in the cheese factory worker in Wisconsin over here. Yes, I would love to have the NFC go through Lambeau in the playoffs, dude. That would be a beautiful thing, dude. Playoff games, like I had never went to a playoff game up until I think it was the 49ers one was my first one when they lost. But dude, that was such a rocking game. Like I had so much fun. It was a loss and it sucks. But it was like one of the most fun games I've ever been to. I was in second row. This dude just messaged me like, "Hey, want to go to the game with me?" Second row, right in the end zone, kind of on the corner of the end zone. Dude, that was so fun. That aisle row, the aisle seat, dude, it was awesome. It was like a huge party. And I thought there was no way they're going to lose this game. There was like no way that could happen. And then at the end, even when they were kicking, I was like, it doesn't, there's no way. And then it happened. So that sucked. Browns info, beer break, man. We got Browns info out here. 8:01 to go in the third quarter over here. I'll be live streaming tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, talking about this Packers-Browns game. I'll have all the info that you need, and maybe even a cool guest. Otherwise, it'll just be me. But here we go. We'll do a call-in show and whatnot. Here we go. We have a run right side. Actually, we should bring that number up for the call-in show. Call in, tonight. Leave a voicemail, and we'll do a call-in show tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I am live, right there, 920-777-7165, and I'll take some calls tomorrow night. Maybe I'll have a guest with me, or I'll be alone. But either way, call in. The call-in shows are fun. They really are. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be under center from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 8. And it's going to be a run right side by Irving. And he's going to have a little bit of room there. And he's scampering. And that's going to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneers first down. Matthew Golden returned punt but got tackled. And then Commanders player... Oh, yeah, that one. I remember that. All right. I just needed that reminder. Yeah, when he picked his leg up. Yeah, that definitely should have been a penalty. I was saying that during the stream. I don't like to complain about non-calls because I hate when refs control games. But, that was just a little extra that typically that you see get called. So, That's what I think about that. 6:45 to go in this third quarter over here. All right, we'll scroll back, Philly boy. Here we go. We're going to run up the middle by Irving. So I think I missed some. Okay. We got her. So Phil said, looked up the Browns O-line reviews. They suck at run blocking, lack explosive plays of 20+, and are decent at pass protection. Replace sucky left tackle mid-game last game. So there we go. We got some updates on that's what we need. We got Philly boy in the house breaking down this news for us, letting us know, teaching us all. Yeah, we will see. I don't even think that it matters, dude. This Packers defense, like how they're getting after the quarterback, doesn't matter. Good offensive line, bad one. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be play action, looking to throw. He's scrambling left. Oh, he gets tripped up, tries to get rid of it. Will that count as a pass? I think it will. And that's going to be 3rd down and 8. Tried to kind of like just flip this thing, but wasn't enough flipping the thing, you know what I mean? One super fan that would be cool to see on your podcast is the creator of Green and Yellow, Lil Wayne. It would be awesome to listen to him talk about his favorite Packers moments. Yeah, dude, I'm down to have Lil Wayne. Dude, one time I asked Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt follows me on Instagram, which is really crazy, right? Usain Bolt follows me on Instagram. I asked him on my podcast. He said he would, but then later on he's like, I don't think his people wanted him to. His people were like, no, that sucks. But Baker Mayfield back to throw. He's looking right, gets rid of it. Ooh, I wasn't sure that was going to be intercepted. That was intended for Mike Evans, and that's 4th down. But yeah, dude, that was true. I messaged with Usain Bolt, and I was like, you going to call my podcast? Like, you can 15 minutes talk about how you became a Packer fan? And he's like, yeah, I could do that. But then, like, after, I messaged him again. I'm like, hey, when do you want to do this? And he's like, I don't think I can do it. I was like, all right, I get that. Because that was a good pass out, but just batted down there. But it's awesome that he likes my post sometimes, and it's the fastest man on the earth. Here we go, and here comes that punt, and we're gonna have a return. He did not fair catch that. Gets hit right away though. Gets wrapped up. 5:40 to go in the third quarter. 1st down and 10, and we'll see what they can do with this thing. Here we go to commercial. We'll be right back, people.
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolay. It's Nicolay. Nicolay Law. Billboards, baby.
And let's give a little round of applause over here for the producer of the show, you know what I mean? Helping us out with the scoreboard, all the graphics tonight. Beautiful thing, you know what I mean? So shout out, we call him Vince, maybe Vinny, you know what I mean? He could be a man of many names, but shout out to the producer. And also, I will be trying to make some more videos, so it's not the same videos like when I walk away or whatever. We're going to try to make more fun ones, not all commercials, silly ones, and have some fun with it. But big shout out to Nicolay Law being a fantastic sponsor. And there you go. This dude, see, I'll be watching these commercials. I'll be hungry. Because I came home from work. I did some stuff. I set up the stream. Then quick took a nap. Woke up. This game was early. I didn't know it was a 6 o'clock game. I thought it was going to be like the normal Monday Night Football time. But there's 2 games. So cut my nap short a little bit. Didn't even eat. So now I'm a little bit hungry. I'll probably have some macaroni and cheese after this. I ain't going to lie. I probably will. C.J. Stroud, 2nd overall pick. The Texans, 2023-2024, 10 wins, AFC South champs, made divisional round. So the Texans are making some progress here. 1st down and 10, 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Let's see what they got. Texans going to start about the 33-yard line here. Stroud's going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield. And here we go. We're going to have a run right side, and that's going to be about 3 yards. And that's going to be 2nd down, baby. Dude, that scoreboard looks nice, though, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. My wife made tacos, dude. Oh, we're going to be feasting tacos after this game, dude. We're going to be feasting tacos after this game. There we go. I forgot about that. There we go. 2nd down and 7 here. 5:12 to go in the third quarter. Let's see what they got over here. He's going to be under center. He's got a man in motion, obvious run. Obviously not play action. He's looking to throw, but they were on him, and now he's rolling left. He's trying to look for some. He's going to throw this thing out of bounds. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, tacos are still up there, huh? Here we go. 3rd down and 7. Yeah, dude, that was a nice play action, dude. But they were coming. That pass rush was there. Dude, who doesn't love tacos? Doesn't have to be Tuesday. We're close enough to Tuesday. Third down and 7. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's backed up. Throw to pressure again. Immediately, dude. This Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is getting after it. 4th down. Dude, I'm telling you, this Bucs team, dude, I think might be legit. They're going to be a problem. They are 1-0 right now, I believe, right? And the Texans are 0-1. I think the schedule, dude, is like really good this year. 4th down and 15. Here comes the punt. I feel like you got good teams playing good teams. Going to be a return from the 15-yard line. He's going to get to the 20, 21 or whatever. He got rocked a little bit. But I always say rocked, but like to them it might not be rocked, but to me everything is rocked. Because I see these hits and like, I wouldn't survive that thing. But here comes the Bucs now, and let's see what they can do. 3rd quarter, 4:05 to go. And we're going to see what the Bucs can get after it. But hammer the chat. Let's talk. What you want to talk about? We got the thank you Jerry tees up in the shop, and also hoodies, hats. We might even have beer koozies. I'm not even sure. We should get them if we don't. We got a lot of cool stuff at the shop. We're going to be doing a lot of cool things over at thematramage.com. You go to my website, you click on the top, find merch. Go down there. Otherwise, the links are all on my Instagram, Facebook, and whatnot. But yeah, hammer the merch, dude. I think it'd be cool. Like, if you own merch and you're at a game or you're doing whatever, take a picture. I'll repost some pictures of people wearing merch, especially if you're in Jerryland wearing one of those Thanks Jerry shirts, dude. I want to see some. And I know a few people told me that they were gonna, so that are going to the game. A lot of people from Texas wanted these shirts. I think most of the shirts probably sold to people in that state because they want to wear it to the game. So that's going to be fabulous. I love it. But let's give a shout out to everyone tuning in. We got one person on Twitch watching, baby. We got one person watching on Twitch watcher. And who else we got over here? We're on Kick, but no one's watching on Kick right now. But the sound effects are awesome. I love that. But here we go. We got 14-10. Oh, look at that Thursday. Oh, I missed it. Was that Bills Dolphins Thursday night football? Because I will be live for Thursday night football. Come hang out with me Thursday night, and like I say, tomorrow night I'll be live 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and Wednesday. Wednesday I'll be doing like a pick'em show. We're picking games for next week, talking about the Packers, talking about the kind of NFL as a whole. Tomorrow I'll be live. I'll probably do some call-ins. I'll probably push that number out on Facebook and all the places, and try to get some calls. Those are always fun. You know what I mean? What is this? Hi, son. I'm not even sure what you're talking about. Dude, I'm confused most of the time from the chat. You know what I mean? Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. Empty backfield out here. 21-yard line. He's back to throw. He's looking. Can he get a turn around? Oh, my goodness. What a catch. Mike Evans. Beautiful catch. And that's going to be a first down, dude. On the sideline. I don't know how he caught that ball, how it got through even. Oh, my goodness. Looking forward to the shows this week, man. I appreciate that, Jeff. Everyone tune in. We're going to have fun. I'm going to be doing this every week, Monday through Friday. I can even post. I should post the schedule, like what I'm going to do. But it's going to be 7:30 all the days that there's no games. But the games, Monday night, Thursday night, I'll be doing games. Here we go. Baker Mayfield out of shotgun at the backfield. He's going to throw this thing quick. He had pressure. Throws it left side, and that's going to go out of bounds. But that pressure got there really quick. Yeah, dude, that was an absolute dot, dude. Absolute dot. Mike Evans is nasty. He's always just been, like, consistent. He's always just been, like, that dude. Not talked about a lot. I mean, he's talked about enough, but not, like, when you talk about, like the top guys. I feel like he's talked about just slightly under that, but he's a consistent wide receiver. That's for showsy. 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Second down and 10 now. Baker Mayfield, shotgun. He's got a man to his right, and then he moves to his left. Now he's going to run this thing. He's trying to bounce it right side, and he's got some room, and it's not my guy on having a fantasy, so it sucks. But that's a first down. There we go. Still hilarious. The Browns let Baker go. Dude, that is the most glorious thing is that, first of all, those commercials that Baker Mayfield did with the Browns were hilarious. But all that, and then he's gone, and now he's good. Baker Mayfield is a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's great. I'm not saying he's like in that top tier, but like you can win with Baker Mayfield. First down and 10, and then the Bucs are going to. They're 1-0 right here, and they got another one coming. Here we go. We're going to run it. This thing up the middle. He's making some guys miss, and that's going to be, is it a first down? I think it is. And that's a 10-yard run. Quietly Hall of Fame numbers and consistency if you really look at his numbers. I haven't really looked at, I know you're talking about Mike Evans here. I looked at his numbers, but I'm not surprised. But here we go. We're going to have a run up the middle by the Bucs here. And he's still on his feet until the 20-yard line. Yeah, I got what you mean. I know you weren't talking about Baker Mayfield. Goes to beat the rival Steelers in the playoffs, and they were like, nah, see ya. So what we got going on here? So we got an injury timeout over here, I think. So there we go, 14-10, 2:08 to go in the third quarter. This is a close game. Coming into this game, like that first couple drives, I really thought this was going to be like a higher scoring game, there'd be more action. But over here in the second half, they kind of slowed it down a little bit. But they got themselves a drive going here. Is Mike Evans Hall of Fame though? Then I'd like to throw Jordy's name back in the ring. I'm not sure he's a Hall of Fame type of guy. I don't have his numbers or whatever like in front of me, but there's some guys in the Hall of Fame where I don't really feel like they are. And some guys that you think that should be, but like, that's just what it is, right? I mean, I don't know. I think like for the Hall of Fame to be, I think like what they want, like for a wide receiver, they want that you're the best wide receiver in the game for like many years. I feel like that's like the criteria. And I'm not sure that either of those guys are like the top guy for like a lot of years. Both great, but I don't know. I wouldn't be against it. Like I'm not like trying to keep anyone out of the Hall of Fame. I'm not. What the hell do I know? So I say, hey, put them all in. You know what I mean? No, but both of them were great. Jordy was absolutely ridiculous in Green Bay, but Hall of Fame wise, I don't know. We will see. Some guys, it takes a long time. Maybe in 50 years he gets in. We're gonna see. But here we go. Shout out to everyone watching. We're at 305 folks watching live over here. Appreciate you. Monday Night Football. Texans, Bucs, 14-10. And, yeah, there we go with that. Yeah, see, we got something to break up the silence a little bit. We can all agree on this, right? I'll drink to that. Here we go. We come back from a little Bears Still Suck But we got, okay, so I think he's all right. He's up on his feet. He's down for a while, and then he's walking off. Dude, that Rodgers to Jordy connection is like among the best that's ever been in the NFL. I'm not saying it's the absolute best, but it's among the best when you talk about. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in pistol. 1st and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line. So 20 yards in the end zone. They're already up 4. Let's see what they got. It's going to be a run. Not a lot there. We'll see what that was. Irving in the game? Nope. Not. He's not. Last season, 4th in the NFL rushing yards a game for the Bucs. Let's get after it. Here we go. 2nd down and 9, 3rd quarter, 1:21 to go. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. I think that's Irving is in the game now. Is that a 7? I will see. Yeah, it is. All right, he's looking to throw. Oh, he was going for the end zone, but that's incomplete. Overthrown. I'm not sure he was even paying attention. He was like looking for the ball. Yeah, dude, I don't know. That was like a weird play right there. I feel like that's a personal moment right there. 3rd down and 9. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's got a man in motion. He's back to throw. He's throwing right side. He's going for the end zone. Mike Evans, incomplete. He's out of bounds, and I don't think he didn't catch it either. So that's 4th down. So they're going to probably kick a field goal here to go up 17-10. Yeah, dude, that ball could have been thrown better. Yeah, I mean, and like Troy Aikman's saying right there too, there's really nowhere he could have threw it over there. That was good coverage. So if he'd have thrown it more inside, maybe it's picked off. But he didn't really have a good shot at catching that pass though. So here we go with a field goal attempt. How long is it? 38 yards. It's up. It's up. It's no good. They miss it. Oh my goodness. So it's still going to be 14-10, dude. All right. With that drive, let's go. I think it hit the upright, dude. It hit that thing. So 14-10, we're going to have the Texans taking over on the next drive. It's a beautiful thing. All right, we'll be right back. You know what I mean?
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, you know, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
All right, we are back. And we have ourselves a ball game here. This is a close game. Going to be going into the 4th quarter here pretty quick. And who's going to pull it off, dude? I say the Bucs are going to win, but hammer the chat. Let me know. Dude, who do you think? The Texans, are they going to come back and win this thing? They have an opportunity right here. With that missed field goal, they're only up 4 points. Dude, Snoop Dogg is like on every commercial, it seems like. Oh, that's because they're advertising for the next game. There we go. I won't be live for the next game. I mean, maybe Tom Grossi is though. He's over here on YouTube. I don't think he needs me to like shout him out, but he did a raid for me, so he might be doing that game if you want to see one. He gets after it. I'm not sure if he's doing both. But here we go, 14-10, 1:01 to go in the third quarter. Here we go, and the Texans take the field, and it's going to be a run. Texans are trying to get this thing up the middle, and that's going to be about seven yards or so. A lot of 7-yard runs today. 2nd down and 3 for the Houston Texans. 45 seconds. They're probably getting one play here before we head into the fourth quarter. Texans offense, 15 drives, 1 touchdown this season. Rushing yards today, the Bucs have 127. 2nd and 3 over here. Stroud's going to be under center. Play action. He's got time. Oh, he's running out. He does not have time. You better get rid of it. And he's going to throw it into the dirt, and that's going to be 3rd down, dude. And just like that. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Flag on the play. That graphic made me laugh. Illegal contact on the defense. Illegal contact, automatic 1st down, dude. That's a big penalty right there, dude. Like, you did your job. Let's see with this defense, what this penalty is here on the replay. No, dude. Dude, that's, I don't know. I think that was a bad call. Troy Aikman doesn't agree, but I think that was a bad call. 1st down and 10. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's got Chubb to his right. He's back to throw. Quick pass left side. And it's going to be into the 50-yard line. You know what's funny? That bad call graphic, I thought the booing was coming from the TV. I was like, what's happening? In my head, I was like, what's going on? That's awesome. Did I read a picture right? Bengals want Willis for a 6th-round pick. I want some of what they're smoking. I heard that no one offered better than a 4th for Willis, but I wouldn't give him away for a 4th. I'm not sure I'm convinced I'd give him for a 3rd. Honestly, and just because a backup quarterback is so important. Look what he did for the Packers last season. Like, if there's ever, hopefully not, I don't even, let's knock on wood over here. This is.
Oh, God, that's all I need.
You know what I mean? We got to knock on wood. I don't even like talking about it, potential stuff, but a backup quarterback is very, very important, and I wouldn't give him away for anything cheap. I understand that they're going to want to try to get some picks back because they gave up a lot for Parsons. So I could see them trading guys and trying to make some trades to try to get some more picks, even if it's later rounds. But Malik Willis, I would not trade on the cheap, dude. I would not. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I think holding on to Malik Willis is important. If there's a reason that you need him to play, then you need a good backup, dude. It's so important. Last year, they didn't have Malik Willis or a functioning backup. They wouldn't have made the playoffs. And obviously, they didn't go on to win a Super Bowl or nothing, but those wins matter when you need some. Even if it's like a quarter, you need something, Something might happen during the game, and you need someone to come in and not give the game away. So, don't give Malik Willis away on the cheap. That did. No, I'm still looking, dude. We have no one on kick. I'm watching. But here we go, 14-10. That was a big-time mistake by the Bucs there. Kind of gave Houston a little bit of life there. But anyways, shout out to the, it's Wisconsin, boys. You know what's funny? Because I have so many beer koozies. They have a podcast, Fridge Brick Time. I was on that podcast. But I lose all my koozies. I have like 37 Nicolay Law koozies. There's a Nicolay Law commercial on TV right now. But I have so many Nicolay Law commercials, Nicolay Law beer koozies. I lose them all. I lose every beer koozie I have. But this one never goes away. So shout out to the boys from It's Wisconsin, you know what I mean? Fridge Brick Time. They got a podcast over there. Check them out. 99 thumbs up, dude. Let's get that 100th thumbs up. But also, we can do all that. Oh, that's good. But yeah, let's hammer the like button. You know what I mean? What's up, DJ? How you doing? Thanks for being here. Here we go. We got ourselves a ball game over here. Chase and a second rounder. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'll do that. Who will be the 100th like on YouTube? That's what I want to know. It could be you. And if it is you, why didn't you like it already? What are you doing in your life? You know what I mean? Shout out to Cedric. Second down and 1. Here we go. Shad's going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield. He's going to play action. He's rolling right. He's looking. He's got room to run, but he throws it anyways. And he's going to get to the 40. He's at the 30, 25, and he gets beat up over at the 23-yard line. Big time play right there. First down. What's up, Joey? I rocked the Packers Super Bowl shirt at work today, and I saw a few others wearing Packers shirts at work and at the grocery store. Dude, we packing it up, dude. The excitement is great. I wear Packers stuff every day. Well, sometimes it's my merch, but I still consider that the same. Yeah, dude, they had a deep shot available over there. Here we go. Stroud from under center is going to hand this thing off up the middle. Nothing there. Shoot it. We're down to 14 minutes to go in this ball game. All right. Here we go. Second down and 11. He's going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. Stroud's got time. He's going to run out. He's dancing around. He gets rid of it. Throws it right side in the air. I thought that might be picked off, but it wasn't. Kind of popped up off the fingertips there. Here we go. We over here rocking this Victory Monday merch, though. You know what I mean? And we have lots of merch over in the store. So TheMattRamage.com. Check out the store. You know what I mean? I always forget about the Victory Monday merch, you know what I mean? But we got that merch for you. Look at this graphic right here. I like this graphic. TheMattRamage.com. We got a QR code. We got everything hooked up right here. Third down and 11. The play clock's down to 3, 2. Are they going to get this thing off? And it's at 0, but they get it off. And it's going to be a quick pass, and that's going to be completed for a first down inside the 10-yard line, and the Texans got something moving here. Down 4 in the fourth quarter, but they got a drive rolling. This game seems like a hard watch. Stroud fell off. Maybe people will stop saying he's better than Love. They were always saying that. They were so high on Stroud. I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but they got something going right here, right now. But I definitely don't think he's he's better than Jordan Love. Seen a rumor that some teams were calling Packers about Quay Walker. Yeah, I heard that too. And absolutely not. We'll talk about that here in a second. Here we go. Stroud's going to be in shaking. Play clock's down to 2. 1, the ball snapped. He's back to throw. Quick pass slant. And I don't know if he rolled in the end zone, but I think he's going to be down to 1. But yeah, I would definitely not. I wouldn't trade Quay Walker. The Packers are trying to sign him, and from what the reports that I've heard, the teams are calling and they're offering like a 4th, I think, from what if I remember right. And the Packers said no, we're like currently trying to re-sign him. So they should re-sign him. Quay Walker, and a lot of people have opinions on him, but he's been getting after this year. He's the guy I like, dude. Re-sign him. Let's keep her moving over there. Here we go. Stroud's going to be in shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to pound this into the end zone, and that's not going to be enough. But they're about the 1-yard line. Got back to the line of scrimmage, I think. So it's about 1 yard out. But what do you think? What do you think, DJ? What do you think, everyone in the chat? Do you think the Packers should try to... Because I think it is either re-sign him or trade him. Because if you can get something for him, then I think in the situation the Packers are in. But I don't think I would not be for trading Quay Walker. And I saw someone say, let him play out the year and then let him walk. But I don't think you want to do that either. You don't want to get nothing for him. But I would not trade him. I would not trade him. Sign him. Quay Walker's good. All right, we'll get to these comments here in a second. We're at 3rd and goal here, and the play clock's down to 2. Stroud's back to throw. He's looking. He's throwing towards the end zone, and that's going to be overthrown. Incomplete. 4th down. Failure. Bad throw, dude. And I'm not trashing Stroud. I'm just saying that was a bad throw. We need to extend Quay. He's developing into a nice player. Absolutely agree, Jeff, dude. I want Quay Walker on this team. I think this season, I think a lot of these guys are gonna they're in that 2-3 year range. A lot of this young team, so they're just starting to get good, and you don't want to get rid of them as they're starting to get good. Quay is balling. Oh, we can't lose him. Absolutely not. Re-sign him, says DJ. Here we go. We're going to have Stroud in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Play clock's down to 1 again, but he's going to be rolling left, and he's looking to throw. He throws in the back of the end zone. Overthrown again. Oh, my goodness. So they went for it on 4th down, and that's what he did. I'm okay with losing Quay, but this year we need him for the Super Bowl run. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not with just let him walk. But yeah, dude, there we go. So that's gonna be the Bucs are taking over, dude. I don't know, Stroud, what are you doing there? Those are a bad couple plays for him, and I don't think it's just him. It's the blocking, it's the time he has, it's the coverage, it's everything. Oh, that sucks for him. You know what I mean? But the Bucs are up 14-10. I think there's about 10 minutes to go in this game, and it's not looking good for the Texans. This commercial's crazy. You see they are benching McCarthy next week. They're saying it's an ankle injury, but we know it's just a benching. So a lot of people are saying it's a benching. I seen that they were going to be was it 2 to 3 weeks? They said high ankle sprain. I could see that because they don't want to ruin, when you bench, everything that goes with that. If they think that Wentz is a guy, dude, they can do it with the team that they currently have. It makes sense. Yeah, I would have taken the 3 points for sure. With that much time left in the fourth quarter, I would have definitely taken the 3 points. I was actually surprised because I was talking to you guys. I was looking at the comments and everything, and I was like, oh, they're going for it. I didn't even realize that it was such a big moment. I assume that they're going to kick it, but I am still excited to see what kind of season Cooper can have. Yeah, I absolutely. I think that there's a lot of young players on this Packers defense that can just be superstars, especially with Parsons being there. He's going to make everyone better. Rashawn Gary's getting after it. Van Ness. I feel like that's going to help the other guys have easy matchups or easier matchups than they usually would have. Jesse, I don't know if it's just me, but watching Parsons reminds me of Clay Matthews for how he dominates the pass rush. Clay did the same thing. Nobody can stop Parsons, and nobody could stop Clay either. Yeah, and then that kind of thing is there's the effort they give too. It's they're always getting something. They're never getting beat. I mean, every now and again you might get on the wrong side, but generally more times than not, they're winning that. Even if they don't get pressure, they're getting away from them. They're not clamped up. They always have an opportunity to get after the quarterback and make a play. They're both absolute animals. Who from the NFC would you say is the biggest contender for a Super Bowl run aside from the Packers? Absolutely, it's the Eagles. The Eagles are a good football team. They beat the Chiefs, obviously, a couple times, but they beat the Chiefs this week. But here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be starting from about just past the 1 yard line. He's going to be under center. 11 minutes to go in this game. 11:15. They're going to run this thing up the middle. Try to get some breathing room here. And they're going to get, what is it, about the 4 yard line? They're going to mark this. If you have championship aspirations, you make other teams pay the king's ransom for your players they want. Yeah, absolutely. If you think that this is a year that they can be a contender, which obviously they absolutely do. That's why they went and got Parsons. They wouldn't have got him if they didn't believe that. So you don't just start selling off your players, especially a Quay Walker guy who's getting a high percentage of snaps. He's on the field. You don't do that. 2nd down and 6. Here we go. Baker Mayfield on the center. I assume they're going to try to run this thing again, and they are. Ooh, and he's shoot up, and he's going to maybe lose a little bit. Not much, but. Oh, there's a flag on a play, though. There's a flag on a play, dude. Something happened. What happened back there? I think it was some after the play type of action. We are definitely not doing that. Face mask on the defense. 15-yard penalty. What an insane, horrible mistake by the Texans right there. What an insane, horrible mistake. You have them in a good situation. You had them backed up. Defense is stopping them. And then you do that. But yeah, I'm not streaming. I'm gonna eat some tacos and go to bed. But I'll be back Thursday night football. I'm just thinking about these tacos. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not paying attention. Got some tacos, dude. Baker Mayfield's gonna be in pistol, first down and 10. 10:15 to go in the fourth quarter. They're at the 19-yard line. They're gonna run this thing up the middle. And not a lot there. You're trying to bounce it right side, but about a yard. If I'd have known there was too many football games, I might have already said I was going to do it. I'm glad I didn't. So I got to get some sleep. What's up, Doug Hype TV, baby? What's up, bro? Let's get buzzed up. Dude, we got the buzzed up merch. That's what one of my favorite shirts. Woo, that was like a remix. What? Here we go. Baker Mayfield and shotgun, 2nd and 10. We got a man to his left. Play clock's down, but he already gets rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. Ball dropped, but that wasn't going to be a big gain anyways. People bring babies to football games. It's crazy to me. Could you imagine the Chiefs going 0-17 this season? It would be the greatest thing ever for them. Maybe if that happens, Travis can retire and take cheater Mahomes with him. So you don't like the Chiefs is what you're telling me. All right. Yeah, they're 0-2. They're 0-2 right now, which is crazy. That's why I like the way the schedule's matched up. These are tough games. A lot of teams are, good teams are playing good teams. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's going to have time, but he's not going to have enough. Now he's running up the middle, and he's going to make a guy miss. First down. He's still scampering near the 40-yard line. Oh, my goodness, he got hurt. Oh. You all right? And he got up and got in someone's face. I thought he had a bad injury. That leg looked like. Matt, love the Fine Football City merch. Can't wait to order soon. Oh, yeah, that's some. Actually, I have one right here, dude. Let me. Yeah, this is the one he's talking about right here. Let me show you this. This is all probably full of hair. Green Bay. A Fine Football City. Here we go. The cat lays on it over there. I got to get that in the wash. Here we go. Baker Mayfield. He's rolling right. He's going back left. Kind of a screenplay. He gets lit up, though. There's a flag on the play on that one. You need to take Troy's job. Dude, I'm with it, dude. Put me on. Come on. Fox or whoever this is. No, this is ESPN he's on now. Illegal contact defense, number 4. Automatic first down. So the Houston Texans are kind of collapsing a little bit here on defense. You had them backed up at the 1. Your defense was getting after it. Then you're making mistakes, extending this drive. This is how you lose football games, dude. Yeah, hospital ball is right. Baker actually broke his ankle, but since someone talked crap, it automatically heals up so he can get up and talk smack back. Dude, it's so because he was like hurt. And then he realized, oh, no, I'm mad at that guy. I gotta yell at him. First down and 10. Baker Mayfield's going to be under center okay. They're shutting this play down. False start, dude. we gotta. What's up? Appreciate you jumping in the chat, baby. Here we go. First down and 15. Baker Mayfield. They're going to be in shotgun. He's got Irving to his left. 8:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball at the 36-yard line. Let's see what they got over here. He's going to try to run this thing. He bounces it middle, and he's going to have a few yards. He's still on his feet trying to make the dudes miss, but there's a lot of dudes. That should be about 5 or 6 yards there. 2nd down and 10. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's going to quick pass left side, and that's going to be, dude, a nice little gain there. On 2nd and 10, probably 7 yards there. So we're going to have like 3rd down, I would assume about 3. Who fumbled the quarterback worse? The Browns giving up Baker or the Bears giving up on Fields? Both seem to have found success since leaving. I think probably the Browns more. But Justin Fields, I actually root for Justin Fields. He's out of Chicago, dude. All love to Justin Fields. Go get it, dude. 3rd down and 3. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. 7 minutes, just over 7 minutes to go in this ball game. He puts Irving in, not Irving, but he puts him in motion. He's back to throw. He's got pressure. He's got to get, he drops the ball. Oh, the fumble. But Tampa Bay gets back on top of it. Dude, that was like the old school. Oh, someone's hurt there. Yeah, those fumbles, dude. Those are injury makers. Yeah, he jumped on that ball. Everyone kind of, that's how that happened. So Baker Mayfield's rolling right, and that ball just, when that defensive player hit him, that ball just came out. He jumped on that ball, and he just got jammed in the back. Browns, for all that they gave up for Watson, too, makes it so much worse. Yeah, they gave up so much for, like, the worst quarterback in the league. You know what I mean? Like, Browns, because the quarterback should never be subjected to having to play for the Bears. Dude, it's true, dude. If you're a quarterback, you get drafted by the Bears, you gotta be like, man. And dude, they even said it. I think Caleb Williams' like dad or brother or cousin or something said that the Chicago's or Bears or quarterbacks go to die, like before the draft.
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
You can always get down with some Bears still suck action. You know what I mean? What's this Buffalo Wild Wings commercial doing? Is she on a date with a buffalo? They're talking about having kids? What is happening?
No, God! No, God, please, no!
For real. Oh, my goodness. But here we go. We have a 14-10 ball game. Close game. One possession game. And nobody, I wouldn't say nobody. The Texans really don't want it. The Bucs are doing what they can, but a lot of mistakes are happening over here. But be sure to check out that podcast. Tomorrow night I'll be doing a podcast, so you can watch live 7:30 p.m. Central Time or listen on the audio version. Apple, Spotify, all the places, baby. If you listen to the podcast, go ahead and download it, subscribe. All the things people do with podcasts, all the places they listen to podcasts. It's a beautiful thing. Here we go. Holy Ditka, the Bears still suck. You know what I mean? They do, and it's actually just laughable, like how bad they were against the Lions, and like all the hype around them. And now that people act like there wasn't hype around them, it's just like it just switches like that. From the Bears are, they're gonna win 10, 11, 12 games. Everyone's saying gonna be playoffs, this and that. Packers gonna be last in the division. Not a lot. Now they just kind of move on. What's the worst commercial, the B-Dubs one or the NFL float one? I'm not sure I know what the float one is. I'm sure I saw it because I'm watching this. But that B-Dubs, I don't know. I don't really hate it because it's like it's wild and it's extra. But like if you're gonna have a commercial, might as well have fun with it. But Baker Mayfield, 17-28, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. But I think he's hurt. It's 4th down here though. So the Bucs are going to be punting in. They should be able to pin him back decent amount. Okay, they're switching some stuff up here. I think they're going to try to block this thing. 6:27 to go in the 4th quarter. This might have some little action here. They're going to get the block. And here comes the punt. Oh, it's blocked! And the punter got drilled! And the Texans have the ball! Oh, my goodness! They did it, dude! They set up the block. And they had, like, a lot of people, it looked like a decent situation for them, but the punter got hit. But the punter can get hit if the punt is blocked. That's the rule. So now, dude, we have an interesting situation here. That's going to give him a little momentum, too. Yeah, he took way too long to get that punter. That punter went for a spin. Dude. He got spun around, did like a 360. If they don't score a touchdown here, they don't deserve to win. For real, dude. You got the momentum. You got the blocked punt. You have 35 yards to go to the end zone. Can the Houston Texans do it? The whole NFC is counting on you a little bit here. Overthrown. Horrible throw. Dude, Stroud, calm down, dude. Calm down. Take it easy. The old Lions, or the old Lions coach that is with the Bears is so salty in his interview. Like, did he not know that the Bears are that bad? If a player or coach wants to ruin their career, let's go to the Bears. Dude, it's hilarious, dude. He's so cocky when he got hired there. Like, he was going to, like, change the whole thing. But here we go, 2nd down and 10. 6:12 to go. The fourth quarter, Stroud's going to be under center. They're probably going to run this thing because I'm not sure they trust Stroud right now. But there's nothing there on that either. It's going to be 3rd and 10, just like that. Like, dude, you're off. Dude, that's Texans offense is not good. Or the Bucs defense is really good because they can't get nothing going here. But even when they have opportunities, they kind of miss them. A lot of overthrows, a lot of bad passes. What's up, Erica? It's Texans ball now. The Bucs went to punch the ball, and it was blocked, and it became a fumble. Recovery by the Texans, you know what I mean? And now the Texans over here. 3rd down and 10. There's some big chains. I don't know why that is the NFL. People like big chains. I got a lot of them. I got one behind me. Here we go. Stroud back to throw. He's got pressure immediately. Almost throws an interception right in his hands. The defensive lineman, and he's on the ground. Just, oh, my goodness. You could have told his grandkids about that moment. Now he never wants to talk about it again. Threw it right directly into his hands. Obviously, he wasn't expecting a ball to be thrown directly to him. And he could not wrap it up. Oh, my goodness. Got to catch that, dude. Hit your hands, dude. 4th down and 10, and now they're going to try for a field goal. 53-yard field goal attempt. It is up. It is up. It is up. And it is good. 5:22 to go in this ball game, and we got ourselves a 1-point lead. Let's go. This is the type of game that needs to be on Monday Night Football. I mean, I'd like a little bit more scoring, a little bit more action, but I'll take it. 1-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Should have taken the field goal earlier, too. Texans would be up. Yeah, absolutely, dude. They should have. A lot of us said it then, We're all on the same page here. Five minutes ago, the Bucs have to do something here. I'm going to send a picture over here to the Green Bay guy. Shout out to the Green Bay guy. That's going to be a touchback over here. That's funny. Thumbs up, folks. Yeah, hammer that like button no matter where you're watching. Tap the like button. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? Let them know. How you doing tonight? Started off way better than Sunday football. It really ground to a halt in half two. Yeah, the second half really kind of slowed down. But it's still a good game. It's better than last night's game, for sure. Got a blocked punt. Whenever you have a blocked punt, I just need a little excitement. Give me something to get me fired up. You know what I mean? So here we go. The Bucs got the ball on the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10. 5:22 to go in the fourth quarter. They're going to pitch this thing left side to Irving. You need to break something. My fantasy team counting on you. And that's going to be nothing. Maybe less than nothing. It's a beautiful sound, isn't it? Now we're creeping past 5 minutes to go in this game. Got more yards rushing than they do passing. Is that what he said? So we're at 4:48 to go in this fourth quarter. Baker Mayfield's got split backs back there. And now he's back that throw. He's going to screen pass left side. He's got a little bit of room, but there's not enough blockers. That's only about 2 yards, but he stays in bounds. Texans have 3 timeouts. Bucs also have 3 timeouts. I have a feeling one of these teams is going to need it, and the Bucs have to make something happen right here. It might be them. You have a 1-point lead. This is not safe. You are not safe. Third down conversions are 6 of 12. Texans are 2 for 9. Third down conversions last season 51%. Tonight 50%. Best in the NFL, huh? So here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. And he's back that throw. He's looking. Oh, he's sacked. He goes down the pocket, collapse. Oh, my goodness. All post. The Packers were giving Dorian Thompson-Robinson some workouts at quarterback. Now people think it's to see if he'll work out if we trade Willis. I don't know that that's the case because if they're working out wide receivers too, like I saw someone else say this, that when they work out wide receivers, you want to work out quarterbacks too at the same time. And so it doesn't really necessarily mean that, but I get that. That's where people are going to lead to. Everyone's talking about Malik Willis possibly getting traded. I don't know if they I don't think that they would replace him with him for the backup situation. Here we go, 4th and 16. I mean, if Willis isn't the backup, it's probably going to be. Here we go. We're going to have. I thought he fair caught it. He's returned this thing from the 20, 25, 30. He's at the 35, 40. Can he beat the kicker? 45, 50, 45, 40. He's on the other side of the field, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. But there's a flag on the play. The Texans have the ball 3 minutes to go. The 27-yard line. Depending on this flag, let's see what it is. Let's see what this is. Baker Mayfield's on the sideline just taking a drink. That's funny. No foul. First down, no foul. Oh my goodness. We have a ball game, and we want the Texans to win, NFC fans, because Bucs aren't us. So it helps the Packers. I mean, that doesn't really matter too much. It's early in the season, but every loss for an NFC team is good, especially a playoff type teams. Yeah, they picked up that flag there, dude. That was a beautiful run, dude. Dude, and he was so close to getting clipped a couple times. He almost made it the whole way too, dude. That's awesome, dude. Shout out to this dude. Here we go. We have to give him a round of applause for that. You know what I mean? First and 10. Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's go. We got the fireworks, baby. That's what we need. A little firework action every now and again. Here we go. We're going to have a run up the middle by the Houston Texans. So they're going to get to not much there, about the 25-yard line. So that's going to be second down, maybe 9, maybe 10. I'm not sure you got anything on that. We're creeping. We're down 3 minutes. 2nd and 9 it's going to be. 2:43 and the clock is ticking. But like you say, both teams have all their timeouts. And the Bucs, dude, they dominate. I wouldn't say dominate, but they kind of controlled this game. But right now they're in a situation. But this defense has been able to handle it. Can they do it again? 3 punt returns, 53 long of 53 yards. There we go. That's what it is, dude. You control the game, man. If you're not putting up the points, you keep hanging around. Here we go, and Stroud's going to hand this thing off right side. He's got room, and he's running 10, 5, touchdown, Houston Texans. Are you kidding me? Nick Chubb with the touchdown. Oh, my goodness, and the Houston Texans take the lead. Oh, there we go. We got the fireworks. There we go, baby. Oh, what's up? What's up, bro? What's up? How we doing, Joe? Go, Pack, go. We got ourselves a ball game right here. This helps the Packers. It's good for all the teams, if you think you're a playoff team, for the Bucs to lose. So I got no hate for the Bucs, though, or Baker. I actually like Baker Mayfield. But what's good for the Packers is good for me. All right, we'll drink for a tutty, you know what I mean? $2:10 to go in this ball game. So they're going for 2 here, 19-14. Stroud's in, shotgun man to his left. He's back to throw. He's got pressure immediately, and he goes down. All right, he goes down. 2:10 to go. This is an exciting game right here. This is an exciting finish. 5-point ball game. 1 possession game. Baker Mayfield out there with the helmet all sticking up, and he's like, all right, I got my war face on. Got that game face on, baby. It ain't done yet. I expect the Bucs to come out here and get a decent drive right here. Like I say, I'd rather the Bucs lose. But I think they're going to do something right here. We're going to see. I like that. 5-point ball game, 2 minutes to go. This is like peak NFL right here. Just the end of the game. It's close. You got some timeouts. You got to drive, win the whole thing. Let's get after it. This O-line is so bad at pass blocking, the boos are warranted. I feel like both teams, there's just been pressure. Especially for Stroud, though, I feel like. 152 rushing yards for the Bucs today and 84 for the Texans. Let's see how much of those are Irving, because he's not my fantasy team. Not that it matters. I'm blowing him out. Irving got me 9 points so far. Not real great, but dude, I'm dominating. 121-68 in fantasy. Oh, we got a return over here, and it's gonna be the 30-yard line. That's where they're gonna start this thing off. And there's a flag on the play. Can I get a go, Pack, go? Go, Pack, go. Let's see what this flag is. Holding by the receiving team. So first down, so 2:04 to go. They're going to get one play off before the 2-minute warning, and then they have 3 timeouts. So they have all the time in the world, basically. So is that next week of Monday Night Football? Lions, Ravens next week? There we go. I'll be here next week, Monday Night Football. All season long, I'll be doing Monday Night Football live stream, Thursday Night Football. We're gonna be getting after it. 2:04. Here we go. Baker Mayfield throws a screen pass over here. He's got some room. All right, he's got a little scrambling, and he's past the 30-yard line. That's gonna be our first down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's gonna be a 2-minute warning. And that's a perfect time because I really have to use the facilities, as they say. I will be right back.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Whew. Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
All righty, we are back over here. Let's go get to the chat over here. What's up, Joe? So they picked up the flag. They're showing this replay over here. I also read an article, and it said the Cowboys are eliminated. You know what I mean? You might have read that. Dude, Russell has the best commercials. I'm going to start making a few of my own commercials, dude, like for my streams. I don't want it to be the same video all the time. So I'm going to try to make goofy commercials, not just for sponsors, but for other stuff. Try to spice it up a little bit, but it's hard to do that time-wise, you know what I mean? Here we go. 1:56 to go in the fourth quarter. 19-14. Bucs led this whole game until just now. Texans, the fans are rowdy. Their fans are jacked up, but now Baker Mayfield and the crew, they got a chance right here. He goes back to throw. He's going to throw it left side, and he's going to try to make a guy miss. He's going to get back to line of scrimmage. That's it. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Pass touchdowns in fourth quarter overtime, 22 Baker Mayfield since 2023. He's back to throw. He's got Irvin to his left, and he's throwing deep left side, and he's got Mike Evans, and that's where they're going to go. That's incomplete, but that's where he's going to try to force it to. That's the thing, that when you have that number one wide receiver, you're going to try to go for him, and he was blanketed. They know what you're trying to do. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. Third down and 10. 1:32 to go in the ball game. The crowd is rocking. The stadium is rocking. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's got a man to his left, 32-yard line. He's back to throw. He's rolling right. Is he going to find someone? He's throwing it downfield, and he's got incompleted. It hit his hands. Big time play. It's 4th down, 1:24 to go in the fourth quarter. I don't know if it bounced off his hands. Was it catchable? But it definitely hit his hands. Let's see the replay here. Dude, this is a situation, man. You control the whole game, and here in the fourth quarter is not getting it done. He was wide open, dude. You got to throw that thing more right, though, I think, if you're Baker. You got to lead him closer to the sideline. Let him catch that thing crossing a little bit. He kind of put him in danger there. Not danger, but a place where that cornerback could catch up to it. It's 4th and 10, though. They're going for it. Obviously, Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's back to throw. They got a blitz coming, and he's got pressure. Now he's going to run, and he has room to run for the first down, and he cuts it. He does a backflip, and now he's close to midfield at the first down for the Bucs. Oh, my goodness, they're hurried up. 1:10 to go. They have all 3 timeouts. I'm not sure whether they're not using one right here. I would use one right here, but they're not going to. And now they're going to try to call a play. Shotgun. He's got a man to his left. We're at a minute now. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's trying to throw it. Oh, he got his man at that midfield, and he's going to get out of bounds close to the first down marker. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is such a crazy little drive right here. Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is an absolute dog, dude. Look at that whole field he had. He was like, "Oh, thank you for that, son." I'll do a flip. I ain't against it. Here we go. Yeah, he got hit on that left knee there. Hopefully that's all right. That would have decapitated me. But here we go. 2nd down and 2. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He was not expecting that snap, but the play is called dead. I think there's a timeout called. Timeout by the Texans. Oh, my goodness. We are getting after it today. You know what I mean? We've got ourselves a ball game, Joey. You know what I mean? We got ourselves a ball game. Let's go. 2nd down and 2. Oh, yeah. So they're coming up on the second game over here. I will not be live for that particular game, but be sure to check me out tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I will be live. Taking some phone calls, you know what I mean? So hammer that chat line. 2nd and 2. Calls 920-777-7165. Leave a voicemail. You can even leave text messages. I'll read some on the podcast. I'll be live as well, so you can hammer the chat. But Baker Mayfield's back to throw. He's got pressure. He gets rid of it, and that's going to be to Irvin. He cuts it upfield. He gets the first down, and it's going to be into the 35-30. He's still on his feet. It's up on the 22-yard line, and they're trying to hurry up. Call a freaking timeout! Like, what are you doing? I don't even want the Bucs to win, but I'm like, what are you doing? You have 3 timeouts. There's 42 seconds left. You're near the 20-yard line. You get the timeout called. I'm not even rooting for the Bucs. I'm irritated by that. Are you going to take timeouts with you, bro? You going to take them home, show them to your wife? What are you doing? So this is going to be, I think, about the 23-yard line where he finally went down. Yeah, Irving, dude, he's a beast, dude. He is a beast. Oh, that should have been a penalty. against the Texans on Mayfield. He grabbed him by like a horse collar tackle after the play. Bucky Irvin, 71 rushing yards. I missed the rest of that there. 42 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. First down and 10. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun where they had about the 23-yard line. He's got a man to his left. And they have a situation here where they can go and win this game right here. Here we go. Baker's back to throw. He's going to throw it left side. They've been hitting these shorter passes, and he's going to get out of bounds. They try to hold him in. And 34 seconds, that clock's going to stop. They have 2 timeouts at second down. Stroud's watching from the sideline, bro. Texans gonna choke like the Bears. I mean, they were behind the whole game. I mean, they got that lead, but the Bucs kind of controlled this game. Yeah, will we see Rasul Douglas emerge? Where is he? Is he playing? Here we go. Baker Mayfield back to throw, middle of the field. That's gonna be completed, but the 7-yard line, and that's first down. And there we go, first and goal, 25 seconds. I didn't see Rasul Douglas where he went. I know he was with the Bills, obviously. I didn't see if he landed anywhere. But here we go, first and goal. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 14 seconds on the clock. He's looking to throwing towards the sideline over here. And that's going to be the 3-yard line. The clock has stopped. 9 seconds. Oh, my goodness. Dude, Houston Texans, all right? Time for you to step up. This is a fun game. And I like the momentum that we got rolling right here. But, you know, I'm for the Bucs losing this game. I'm for the Bucs going 1-1. I think the Bucs are going to be a playoff team. So go ahead and, Texans, if you could shut this down real quick. Touchdown wins the ball game. Here we go, 19-14. 9 seconds to go. Baker Mayfield's under center. He's got a man in the back row. Oh, all right. The refs come in and shut this thing down. Two timeouts with 25 seconds and not using a timeout. Now 9 seconds left. Yeah, dude, like they could have used these timeouts. You have 2 timeouts, and they've had this ball, you know, it was like the 2 minutes warning. Like, they should have been using some of these timeouts to give more time. Don't rush it. I think they could have handled the clock a little better. It's not horrible. They have 9 seconds. It's second and goal. They're where are they at? The 6-yard line, 7-yard line, somewhere in there. So, but it's not horrible. But I feel like they should have used one of those timeouts. Are the Bucs away? Yes, they're playing in Houston right now. We got Baker Mayfield's going to be under center here, second down and goal. He's got a man in the back. Are they going to try to run this thing? No, they're going to play action this thing, right? No, they're going to run it right up the middle, and that's a touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And 6 seconds left, and it's not Irving, so that sucks. He's on my fantasy team, but that's all right. I'm going to win anyways. But here we go, 20-19, 6 seconds to go. The Bucs are going to go for 2 here. We got the fireworks back, baby. I do miss the fireworks. You know what I mean? Oh, what a beautiful game we got going on here. Shout out to everyone rocking with me in the chat over here. We're having a good time. Dude, that was beautiful. That whole drive was fun to watch. Like I say, I'm not rooting for the Bucs at all, but I'm not going to stress about the playoffs and the playoff seed and all that because I think the Packers have been number 1 seed anyways. But you like to see NFC teams lose, but I'm going to enjoy every game I watch. So here we go. Baker Mayfield. All right, so now they're going to shut this thing down again. Dude, I got tacos on my mind, bro. Let's get this game done. Timeout by the Buccaneers. Now they use a timeout. Crazy finish, more action at the end of the game than the entire game. For real, dude. Absolute insanity. But we got that number rocking on the bottom of the screen here. Call in 920-777-7165. Leave me a voicemail. What are your thoughts on the Packers going into Cleveland? What are your expectations? What do you want to see? Anything you want to talk about related to the Packers? Well, you can ask me like marriage advice if you want. I'm pretty good at that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. Here we go. Baker Mayfield in shotgun. Going for the 2-point conversion. They are up 1 point. 6 seconds to go. He's back to throw. He's looking. All right. He's going down. No, he's going to throw in the back of the end zone. That was stupid. You go for 2 there. You're up 1. There's 6 seconds. Unless there's a kick return for a touchdown, then, you know, it's over. But now you throw the ball up. If that was a situation where that could have been picked off and ran back, that's not good for you, dude. I mean, that's very unlikely, but You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, we're sipping for tutties over here. Sipping for tutties. I forget. We should make a graphic for that. The Chargers-Raiders game will probably be good, but it's 9 p.m. and I work at 6 a.m. Probably won't stay up past halftime. Yeah, it's same, dude. I'm not streaming that game. I'm gonna after this game I'll go upstairs, eat some tacos, and watch a little bit of the beginning, and then I'll probably throw it on while I'm in bed. But I'll be sleeping. Work at 4 a.m. I gotta catch them on the sleep. I gotta get better at sleeping, doing more live streams, and I do them late at night, or at least because I work at 4 in the morning, so I'm getting up at 3. So doing these live streams late at night, dude, I get tired, dude. I gotta get some naps in. I gotta figure some stuff out how to do it. But there you go. They're showing the numbers comparisons for the quarterbacks here. I missed it, though, because I was yammering. But here comes the kickoff. We're going to have a return. Unless the return is for a touchdown, this game is over. The play clock's at 3. He's at the 30. He's still on his feet. The play clock hits zeros, and that's ball game, baby. That is ball game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers win 20-19, and that is your final. Be sure. Tap that like, subscribe button, and all those things on the page. Taco Monday is about to be full in effect, my man Joe. I appreciate y'all rocking me. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joey. That's like the same name, 43 Bat in the building. And Mark, everyone who's been rocking with me, especially at the end of this game, hanging out. What's up, Tim? Appreciate y'all hanging out. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Let's hammer that intro music. Let's get out of here, bro.